that is laid to rest. Whatever they are coming to whatever APC obedience are coming to tell you that I like as nobody is telling anybody up. Let them be doing their things. Let them come with all their propaganda and lies. We'll kill everything one after the other with love. And I thank God that's what Peter Obi is doing. With love, we will conquer everything. Let me tell you, with love and that man's personal money, he will conquer every damn fucking thing. It's going to happen. And let me tell you, it's so clear to me right now, Peter Obi will be president and nothing will stop it. Now let me move to Abati. If you go on EFC on the internet currently, just type, go on your internet, just type Ruben Abati and the EFCC. The first thing you see on images is Ruben Abati sitting on the floor with white cloths. That is the first thing you will see. Go over to Peter Obi and say Peter Obi and the EFCC. You will see him standing tall and explaining things. You will never see him on a caged gown sitting on the floor. Is that the kind of person we're going to be talking about? That has laid Ruben Abati to rest. These are not people that should be found in our media space talking to us. It's very unfortunate we have a foundation of criminals that has hijacked this system and feel that because they are sitting in certain positions, they can now speak to the people. We still know whom everybody is. We know everybody. I have no criminal record with the EFCC, but Ruben Abati has. So he has no moral right to sit in the same space to talk when I'm speaking even in this country. If we have a very civil system working, it is a shame that in the current Nigeria, we have institutions that are more powerful. Sorry, we have human beings that are more powerful than institutions. That's a very big error in the Nigerian system and political space. So every other person that is pro-APC sitting in this space, listening to me, go and tell them in your camps that, let me tell you, the unthinkable will happen because enough is enough. The same people that are praising you people that Tinubu is doing very well will go in the night to go and buy food, buy bread that they cannot buy cheap. When the chips are down, you will see those APC people, they will come out and they will tell you, this is whom we want. The time has not come. It's just 2 years gone. Let them focus on good governance. There is insecurity in the land. So let them go back and do their assignments. If they do it very well in the next 2 years that is left, we will sing their praises. But right now, as I'm telling you, they have nothing. These guys have no plans for the Nigerian people. All they do is sit in Arise telling bloody lies, telling you that the economy is working. Somebody came out in today's Nigeria and tell you that the Tinubu has fixed the health sector. And he's boldly saying it, and his conscience is telling him deep down that, oh boy, I just lied. Recently, I saw somebody on Arise News, a pro-APC person, talking about what Tinubu is doing, and he was busy eating his lips and blabbering. You can tell this work of marketing APC and Mr. President is hard. It's not easy. The easiest person to market in this political space in Nigeria is Peter Obi. And I'm grateful I'm standing with such a person. Umahi is not somebody you can call a decent human being. My brother, the time has come when we would say our children are watching. They are listening to the rubbish that is emitting from today's leaders, today's elders. What kind of elders do we have? Elders in our political space are the same set of elders that will carry their own daughters' husbands, their own sons' daughters, and go and put them in hotels. That's what they are doing. Yes. All these 5-star hotels, you think is our today's youths, our sons. You think they are the ones in those hotels? You go to Transcorp, somebody has paid for 5 years. Do you know who has paid for that? These senators who have no plan for you. They do not have plans for your children. Your head, so you come out and tell me that the health sector is working, and yet your number one person who should be the role model of that country is out of the country to treat himself. You buy paracetamol today, it cannot cure headache. You buy most of these malaria drugs, it will not cure it. Why? Because Fake drugs have littered your entire health sector space. Because corruption is the order of the day. Criminality is the order of the day. And everybody is praising madness, gross madness, gross imbecility, gross wickedness. That's what we're praising every day on Arise News. And our children are watching and thinking that is the right way to live. I rest my case. Please, whatever is going on in the obedient movement, let it go on. I know they are cooking a good dish. And I know whom Peter Obi is. He will not come and make the same mistake he made in 2023. It will not happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dozie. Dozie has spoken from his heart. As you can look, when you hear people who are passionate about the country, when you hear people who if shit hits the fence, they don't even mind laying their life for the country. In as much as we say, well, we don't lay your life for the country, you would know. You would know. Because they feel the pain. Do you understand? Where is the healthcare? Where is the education? Where is the road? Where is your security? All the security, they've got to secure them. Oh. You're alone. You're left alone. Massacre from left to right. Massacre. Now, I keep asking myself, why is it that they themselves, the APC, why is it that they cannot concentrate on the progress that they claim they've made? But their concentration is going to be, in fact, their tweets and their energy is more than the energy they put in trying to promote what their so-called principal has done. That alone is already to tell you that they know that they have failed. Do you understand? Oh yeah, please, if you're going to speak, please, your hands, please, so we'll know you there. Or say you're going next. Please put your hands up so that we can know and we can call you accordingly. Thank you very much. Are you there?
Now who you call?
Now, what's his name? What's this guy? Almost, I'm not gonna blow your name. You dead, yeah?
I mean, they talk
Authority.
again.
No, authority,
Man,
they
no
call.
go blow your name. Now, man, no come from me. I better I talk to you. Forgive me, oh. Oh, sorry, man.
That
Okay,
master,
man,
not
no
that
vex.
guy head there, knock your head.
Hey, no, I beg. I don't plead.
No, while I'm not there, na nomenclature. Anyhow you pronounce that, we go correct them.
Yeah,
Not be your fault.
Please let me know your hands are up if you're going to speak, please. Thank you very much. Please go on. Thank you.
Yeah. So I believe we are all speaking one mind, and I must salute every speaker, you know. When Grandmaster was talking, he spoke like one that eased the tension and making us know that, oh, this is where these people are going, you know. Some of us speak with passion, like pain. Some of us speak, we make it cool that we understand. So provided we are communicating, the communication is what matters. And I want us to know that how many people watch channels? Let's categorize the section of people who watch channels. These are people that are, let me say, averagely learned, that understood the tape and tempest. And these people see the lies they are spinning on television. Are you with me? So they are not bothered. You can't win those people. I beg of every one of you on this platform, and I beg of everyone listening. All these things these people are throwing, miscreants, is not holding water. Lumps of gauge them fine. I don't retweet, I don't reply. Because it's me you want to tell that what's it called? Whatever money they are giving to students, student loan, is it me you want to tell that one? Okay, is it the same me you will not tell electricity is working? Is it the same me? Is it me you want to tell that is good? No, now. Like the idiot that came to challenge yesterday, oh, cancer is being built. Is this geopolitical? Is it me he wants to tell? No, now. So they are wasting their time. If all this propaganda were working before, why did they lose the election? If what Ruben Abati is saying, how come it will be hard ways in North? Now we saw another one that came out yesterday. That picture of what happened in that election. talking about Showore? How come they are talking about Morgan? How come they are not talking about that Igbo guy DC? How come they are not even talking about Atiku? Why Peter Obi? Because he was the winner. Because his organic movement is different. They knew he went into the heart of everywhere. I was in a group space one day. I couldn't argue with them because when you argue with some persons or you are, let me not call it argue, I couldn't correct him because they don't have the understanding of the dynamics that have changed. If Peter Obi garner those numbers that went into the hearts of people, then kudos to every one of you on this platform that makes way for Nigeria in that 2022-2023 campaign election. In that short time, people went to market, saw upon Labour Party, market Peter Obi, north and south, and we saw the massive turnout everywhere. Look, my brother, if you've never been in politics before, I'm telling you with the little knowledge I have, it is not easy. Obi is a threat in the day, in the night, even in the coven, even where they meet all their babalawo for Shrine. It tells them, this Shrine and this time I'm doing for you, it might work, it might not work. That is the probability. Because there is no way Trump can hold the entire congregants of the congregation. It is not possible. Because these are men, these are people that have decided and determined without being paid. The only man who has people who spend every one of you on this platform. If I ask you a question, most of you spend your own money to campaign for Peter Obi, for Labour Party. Most of you. Not the time you spend on space. Not the time you used to argue and convert. That last year, you want to, let's just see what Peter Obi is a fool. That one is still. Look at my mother. Those women in the market don't know that one. All they know right now, bag of rice as Karuket. What are you still campaigning? All this what they are saying on television or space. With the Gen Z that are coming now, the Gen Alpha that is voting in this next election, every one of them, I can tell you 95% is Obi. Who knows Tinubu? Who the least popular person in the space of election is Tinubu. Even said Baba that was hot in 2015. Before 2018, Buhari was already gone in the north. They voted against him and they rigged the election. The article won and gave it to Buhari for his second tenure. When I was telling the Bube, say, one other guy that was with him, in Casina, when Buhari voted, his unit 500 or something, I said, yeah, that's true. But you went through everywhere in Castina. People were already against Buhari. They thought he's going to solve their insecurity. They dug more and new rebel killers came out again. And they were all in full force. Buhari arm of extension of killer became Fulani, what's it called? Mark Band. Those cattle breeders association. They now became another arm of killer. The Northerners were aware. You are talking about, let them be talking. Obi is entering everywhere. All of them are issuing, even my useless governor Monday, D7, that failure. We could see the nonsense democracy, the kind of people is breeding. In my own state, he thought he's an alpha and omega, he thought he's Akpabio. He thought it was Tinubu who made him a governor. He never knew. He does not know that state he came. That his stupidity with Obaseki was what gave birth to him. If Obaseki was not stupid, when we said 4+4 Togba in the likes of Obaseki in the second tenure, he didn't give anybody a dime. Every one of us pull out our money to shut down Shomole and his co-host that Gofadarism don't reign in Edo State. And everybody made the man. It was not the goodness of Obaseki. We just want to close Oshomole to make him know they can't decide. He sold Obaseki to us. He cannot come again And in nail Izeyamu, now you are selling Izeyamu again, then nailing Obaseki. Who are you to be selling governors to us? Are you a dealer? Are you a governor dealer? That was why everybody came against him. And this one, the D7 does not have a second tenure there. APC is already aware. It's already aware. So I'm just letting everybody know we are doing 100% well. Let them fly. Let them come and say they got to be with one lady in a hotel. Me, I won't reply them. I will just pass. Because the people they want to communicate with, is it not who they are communicating with? How many people, how many persons are listening to them? Look at Lagos flood. Is it not the same Lagos he built? If that was Anambra, they will be calling Obi again. A man who left government and left money and never looked back, and he's not receiving pension. He never looked back to be a godfather and say, "Will you be another money I left? I'll tell you how to maneuver that money." No, you are telling me somebody who is looting you dry in Lagos. If your brain is miscue, I should I be arguing with you? No, now. Why will I waste time with those people? How are they going to campaign? Grandmaster was reading bureau. My mom would don't know that. Is it not me and you that went to school that understand statistics? Is it not the same Tinubu that said that statistics will go chop? Now he's rebasing and running statistics to who? Who is he going to use the statistics to deceive? The same me and you that went to school. Bro, leave those statistics in. Let inflation be one digit today. Nah. As long as that market woman, school blood fee, says, Harry, all of them are high in price. Gary is moving. What it concern? The concern one digit inflation. When we were saying PDP was doing worse off, what was digit in inflation? Fela sang a song. He said, "They tell me say Nigeria just dey, but me as I see him, I know say Nigeria go down. How country go they making money and people of country not see money." Rauju Egbeke. You hear that song that year? Any money you are telling me you have should be seen in the people. Nigeria was the best economy in Africa. It was not seen in the people. That was like the PDP was sent out. Money never flow right from then. You are telling me, you just explain one simple thing, Grandmaster. Oh, you said we are making more money now, more money given to government, more money, IGR increase. Why are you borrowing more? And look at the trivialities you are borrowing for to loot. Look at how much trillions that was spent in NFPC. And you want to tell me, if swear is 500 now, somebody will not tell me, oh, we don't have anything to campaign again. What are you telling me?
Maoga, make I even cut it short. You dey talk about NNPC. NNPC has misappropriated 210 trillion. How much they want borrow?
So you are telling me this and that. First, like Grandmaster said, you want to do airport. It is a very good statistics. It could be that 96% will not see that airport till they die. And the numbers are increasing because the condition is going higher and higher.
You know, see, water don't carry coastal road or coastal highway. You don't see them.
I see and say that one want to too. You don't know, me na engineer now. Now what thing that they rush do, not be that concrete. Yeah? What I'm trying to say, bro, we are planning now. It is how to educate the newcomer. That's why I like the way Peter B is going to the nursing department. All the Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they are knowing him the more. So let them just be crying wolves. Don't bother with that. Let them go and train. How many people that went go government has? They reach half of people when they this space right now. Obedience is more than 1 million, more than 10 million online, both home and abroad. Obedience. How many propaganda in one row? That one I want to talk yesterday. Say, is it Peter B? You are talking about Shehu Okibaloyi. Peter B that said he wants to be president, and later he now said the highest revenue in Anambra is the breed, and is it that one that will not bring alcohol to not? There's nothing to campaign with. Can you imagine that stupid young man? He's basking in delusion of that is his brain, according to that Daniel Boala has already been taken. The way Daniel Boala has been taken. So there is nothing to talk about. You will not go and tell the North. No. Upon all the narrative they speak, that's why I'm not talking about Abati. Obi is going to be Biafra. Obi, the Igbos, they cause civil war. What was our result in the North? They stole all the result in North. They said they didn't vote Obi. Now, when Labaramaku came out and said Obi won, they were all surprised. When those boys in the North were showing us their own results online, how they won their own word. But when the results were coming out, all of us were crying. Where is the word we won? That was what they were asking. Benue, everything was coming out. Obi everywhere. They turned it upside down. It does not have a way in the North, but you are disturbing yourself. You are there. Which one is civil war? I told everybody, if you don't understand Nigerian politics, know now. Babangida brought out that clearance in his book to stop that narrative that it wasn't the Igbos that started that civil war. And it was loud and clear in that book launch. So you think the North don't know what they are doing? You think they are fools? You think they've not seen the handwriting that you can't stop these children anymore? The imam who was preaching about Buhari was beaten on social media. None of them. No APC vehicle is moving in North now. You are telling me I should be listening to these riff tracks that are online, that are saying Igbos will not vote. This time around, if Lagos is a Nigerian state, it's one of the states in Nigeria, they will decide it. That one that guy came, that useless man that came, Chikudi, and everybody laughed, and the police were, Lagos will be burned down because it was a national headquarters before. It's not their homeland. If they wanted to be their homeland, they would have made it the capital of Nigeria before. That's why everybody settled there. What is wrong with them? If you have Oro festival, you don't know when to do it. All these people, yet have the Oro. Tinubu still lost in that state, and he lost woefully before they padded his result. He still lost. You are telling me the Igbos should not come and vote in Lagos. They could go to East. Let us hear it in this election. Let's hear it in this election. If they want one Nigeria again, they will let us know. We don't need to be Igbos to speak. What is that nonsense? All this bigotry. Let them be slamming their bigotry online. Let it come to reality, and let's see. We have Yorubas in Edo. We burn up their quarters. What is, if Nigeria wants to share, to share. If we both cannot react, we will react all over South. What is wrong with them? Are they the only one? You are talking bigotry to come and exercise your power over another tribe. For what? If Nigeria is not one again, share it now and give us our portion. So, bro, forget those kids. Forget David Umahi. How many Eastern? I like what one guy talk. Where APC? What you consider APC? APC now cannot be marketed anywhere. Not even in a Tinubu family. I should be listening to what they're going to say. Be slept with one lady. Even if you bring a video out with AI, I will pass it. Even with his drug and everything. They still padded and rigged him and put him there. What do you have to say? If you anything they say about Obi, when I meet them, I just ask them, are you talking? Can you just explain whom you want to market first? Obi is a devil. Fine, I agree. Market your own. They don't have anything to say. Then I will not be engaging you. Bro, look, I just want us to know that the work we have is our destiny on that election day. Forget all this bigotry. How many votes does Umahi have? Because they pity him and gave him his own senatorial district. Let him come. Let him go to Ebonyi. I'll go and make that match there. And say Obi will be on a ticket, and he's not saying he is not Igbo. All the Resolute, all of them were saying he's not Obi. Obi will not get up to 3. Festus Keyamo came. All of them came for BC 500,000 and maximum 1 million. When they saw numbers, they're not close RF. They're not shut down system. They are foolish. They thought Nigeria is still in that game. When all the middle betters, Satan can do all of them. All the Christian areas in the north, even them core Muslims, all of them were voting Peter Obi. Now they are the take short system. You're telling me the Tinubu, somebody saying he has a grandstand. If governors can give vote, Why is Tinubu worried about Peter Obi? He knows governors cannot give vote. Look at my own governor, Monday D7. He's talking about he wants to give Tinubu 2.5 million. Where he wants him? Where he wants him? Maybe now someone will go tell us, say, bro, keep quiet too.
Akpako visa.
Akpako. Now someone will go tell us, say, you are welcome to Edo State. When he go see result, he go, hey. You know, so you have these governors, like Sheriff, now I give data result. Sheriff, when also one finish data, when the town really road for like, all of them, the town really road, did not they finish.
The erosion no be here. Rain fall here like this. You no
Port
go
Harcourt,
believe your eye. I
when
don't know.
that Hitler begin to kill, destroy, do everything for rivers. Oh, it is well. It is well. Those people don't have anything to say. Let's not be better. The numbers they can convince online is very infinitesimal. If we not even reply them for the next 2 years, the election is very infinitesimal. How many people they online? Not be we when go school they online. Not be
Authority,
we.
I have a question for you, if I
Thank
may.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, do you think Nigerians can afford to pay for 24 hours light if they are given 24 hours light?
My brother, you are where they want to see the money. Do you? I don't want to explain any economics here. How they want to pay? Now band A or band D you want to give them? Which one?
No, I they talk about because APC now they argue say we know Kukuma need 24 hours light because if they give us we no go fee pay for them, so no point.
Thank you. You know that that's a good economy. That's why I say no need to talk to those ones. We don't need lights now. We don't need that. But our can pay say if you not give light, when they pursue him, go be tired at the amount. Don't follow those ones talk. As they get darkness, they will remain in that darkness. Everything you remove subsidy, your head not correct. It's not correct at all. Now you stand. You want let us know see no, leave those people. Those are children. Me not they reply them. Even when I meet them for space, I just say, get out there. When you wake up, the small money that they give you, when you wake up, you know where you belong. All these fighting with the fight now, both the cage, the enslaved, the mind capture, like Bob Nestor Marley said, you know. How long shall they kill our prophet? Why will stand aside and look? Why? Meta slavery. All of them, now with the pack follow body, all of them. All the core people will follow Tinubu like is our Yoruba person. Oh, they were brainwashed, he made Lagos. All of them don't even come on leave Tinubu. Those ones not there. I know they're talking about those ones with them. Like, those ones that just followed him. Like, he's the only person we know. They don't even know Peter Obi. All they know is Tinubu. Now they've come to the reality. They want to tell me, say, subsidy was the best decision. In fact, I don't need to argue with you. It's the best decision. Come go tell my man for market. Go tell the other woman for market if your nose no follow you. Don't think concern the woman, concern subsidy. So we know what we are saying. We know the kind of people we are dealing with. So we know the Nigeria have different kind of category. We have the tribal people. Now this is national. We have the literate. We have the illiterate. We have the what are you saying? Where do you want me to go? We have those that are saying, you mean is this that decision that man took is what is paining me now? What do you want to do? The man removed fuel subsidy. He removed electric subsidy. Now that's why you are suffering. That make dollar now is 1.5. Even illiterate mothers in the market now understand dollar. What? I said, my man go carry fish. When he reach where they sell fish for Korum reach, she shouted. I said, na dollar affect him.
Bro, why you not gonna understand dollar? You know, say before na dollar they use bobo.
Yes,
They go
now.
use dollar. Say you not gonna understand them in naira terms.
Yes, now.
They don't
No,
understand them
no,
now.
Nigeria. Look at the way, the reason obedient and good governance, people that mean well for good governance, the reason why their message is going far is in every family. Somebody that is not even obedient, but he wants good governance, is in every family. Is in every family. That is why selling this message to them was clear. Dollar is now 1.5. Now make everything go up. Yeah, really? Yes, so who do it? Now this bad government, Tinubu, what he do? He remove subsidy. That's why fuel leave. How you want to campaign for somebody who carry fuel from 200 to 1 to 800, now 1,000 now? How you want to campaign for that person? So, bro, it's not difficult at all. They are a failure and a colossal one. Don't bother. Don't bother. How many people feel send their children to university? They tell me say they give student loan. Student loan when you say they're not paid or go jail. Student loan for where? How much with their school fees? How much is student loan? That one come television say he's giving 22,000. All the people when they send money to, how many you see? Buhari when go to first school, when go to free school children, when they day holiday, bastard. Tinubu now they use all the money. The looter, they give church grade. He co-looter, all of them. Then they tell me, say, look, they are not going anywhere. I don't need use Coastal Road na campaign for airlines. 712 billion for airport na campaign for airlines. That not concern people on the street. What's it called? 21 billion dollar for loan. Those are not concerned the people who they campaign to. What they concern them? Now, fuel, now they see. Gary, now they see. Rice, commodity, staple food for Nigeria. Now, those ones that they see. Well, you want concern Peter Obi wear pants. Now, red color he wear. What they concern that one. Let me use my mic, man, not to organ, say, campaign full ground. We don't already win people finish. Now we'll take defend our result. Now we they think of all these ones they talking about. They go empower people for people who are tired. They go empower them for government house where they want to live in the next 2 minutes. Now use my mic, my brother. The Lord bless every one of you.
God bless you for that talk. Make I even lead this one for the man. Not every talk, see, make, as grandmas are talking, man. Do you understand? It is so easy to dismantle all these people and their madness. Somebody was arguing with me the other day. I say, who introduced governor's pension and racketeering after office? Who? The same man one of the drags. Ask him, this is Peter Obi. If they collect 1 kobo from the government coffers, but the person wanna put for head. He said that Messiah, Tinubu this, Tinubu that. Till date, till now. Tinubu say they collect heavily from Lagos. After all the nonsense we do, every governor that has come in Lagos, we know now that is Tinubu's stooge. Apart from that one, he's still collecting. But the same people they drag. He has never taken 1 copper as pension, whatever. He has never gotten fleets of cars changed every 2 years. Not 2 years, I mean every 3 years. I don't know. To his name. But your Tinubu, they collect him. Your Tinubu is you're not saying no need money, oh. He doesn't need money, oh. He's coming to rule, he's coming to serve us, he's coming to serve Nigeria, he doesn't need our money. They collect till today. How many of your leaders, I challenge you, APC people, how many of your so-called leaders actually have an existing business that we can say, yes, this man get waiting in the give our money. So even if he come out from politics, he's not bothered. Almost all of them, their life and destiny dies and ends being in service.
Mind game. They tell us a Port refinery to work with Wario, but all of them are lying.
Oh, no, Bobo. Do you understand what I'm saying? You come and you lie and you lie and you lie and you lie. Now make it so easy to debunk these people and their madness and their lies. Because you can clearly see it. They thief you, they rip you, they suck you dry. You still washing the person, they suck you dry. How? I don't get it. So my joy is the fact that it is so easy to debunk your lies. It's so easy. Muna come out. I challenge all of you APC people. Oh, I go. Come out. Let us set aside records. Your Tinubu is still collecting your pension till today. My principal has not connected a dime. Your Tinubu doesn't have an existing business that he can tie to his success. My principal can tell you where he made his 1 naira from, and you can see trail from how he built it. Show me your leaders that have built something for themselves, and you want to come here and come and compare your criminal lord. I keep saying it. Peter Obi is not perfect. He has never said he's perfect, and he has never said he is the best among the best. But when you see a man that has set himself right, that has set a standard for himself, and you can judge him by it, not by being perfect, though. He's not saying he's perfect, but you can judge him by it. Then you know that, oh, that's a man I'll follow. Integrity. Pandemic come during Barry's period. Said, oh, Nin, we'll help us flush out bandits. Nin, we'll help us track them. Nin, we'll help us this one. If you don't do Nin, we'll come for you. If you don't need Nin, today, should we Nin, they're not put on one side. All the billions that they amass. Not be say APC. Now they talking now, Buhari did not do well. He left almost nothing. He kaka. But he said he's coming to build on what Buhari left. He said he's coming to continue for what Buhari left. So how you say now you don't say you want to continue from where your principal stopped. Now you don't turn around and say, no, Buhari did this. After I finish now, when I see them come back and say, aeroplane, una carry our money, you just do bobo. The more you look, the less you see. Carry Kenya Airways, come rebrand. God damn. Till today, they don't prosecute those people. Till today, they are working free with our money, our taxpayers' money, our sweat. And you come and APC. I see APC no get what they want to talk. The only thing they can ever say is to try and see how they can the market will be. Come out with facts and tell us what your principal has done for the past 2 years. We know what he has done. He has done yacht. He has done airplane. He has done Shetima's building. All with Nigerian money. Billion. But yet they say they don't money. You say you've removed fuel subsidy. But yet you're borrowing like church rats. Borrow. Where the money dey? NNPC alone misappropriated 210 trillion within 2017 and now. But where the money dey? 210 trillion. Do you know how many hospitals that money you build? How many roads? How many schools? How many infrastructure? I can tell you that money has some few people not just down on top. Why? Collect them. 210 trillion. And you say you want to support APC. National, just go ahead first. You come back.
Yeah, just like I said, they told us that Port Harcourt refinery and Warri is working, that they have injected billions of naira into it. That is working. The statement was officially issued by Bayo Nanuga. It was presidential statement. And in Maz's space within that period, we were talking. We were telling them that refinery is not working. They said, no, go and verify. That the president says it's working, that refinery is working. They have put in some amount of money into it. My brother, behold, for we to come today and find out that refinery is not working. That refinery has never worked. But under Tinubu's government, they told us that they have refurbished the refinery. They have injected, pumped in humongous amount of money into that refinery for that it is working, it is functional. In fact, that will have major refineries now that is working in Nigeria, being Dangote refinery, Warri refinery, and Port Harcourt refinery. What kind of lies is this? What made Boris Johnson to resign, to step down as a British Prime Minister? A very minor thing. What made Theresa May to step down as a British Prime Minister? Excuse me. What made Sunak to step down as a British Prime Minister? Trivial things, common things. Go and check, go and do your research. What has happened in the Nigerian government is 10 times more than what made those people to step aside as prime ministers of Britain. We saw what is happening. The way these people they treat us, the way Tinubu just, the way he sees us like we are nothing. At the end of the day, some group of persons will just come on social media and be advocating. That is the most annoying part of all these things. We used to buy a bag of rice. below 30,000 before Tinubu came to power. Tinubu went into power and it skyrocketed to 100. I mean, how do we measure the good dividends of governance if not by how the effectiveness, the reflection on the masses, if not on how the masses feel about it? Any policy that is not reflective on the masses positively is a failed policy. What is the essence of governance without carrying the masses along? You talked about, we are generating more revenue, we are borrowing, we are doing this and that on social media, on newspaper pages, but the masses are suffering. Goods and services is high, foodstuff is high. For somebody to come and fix your thing is high. Everything is exorbitant. What else is the need of governance if not to alleviate the sufferings of the poor masses? Port refinery is working. All of a sudden, it becomes April Fool. You will make electricity stable in 2 years of your being in office. 2 years has elapsed. We are still counting. Electricity we barely see, but we are still paying higher for it. Tinubu is in power, and we have seen his faults. He has lied to Nigeria, who should hold him accountable. Not Peter Obi, who is a private citizen, spending private money. An individual, a private citizen, who cannot even effect any change in Nigeria as it stands. He can't make any policy. He can't make any law. Have you ever asked yourself, in the inception of Nigerian politics and history, no opposition has been tongue-lashed the way they are tongue-lashing Peter Obi? Somebody who is not in power, but they are still blaming him. The last time I checked, Anambra is part of Nigeria. Nigeria is not part of Anambra. Anambra is for Anambrarians and those who are residing in Anambra. Whatsoever happened in Anambra lies in Anambra. It doesn't reflect the entirety of Nigeria. You can't be talking about him, whereas the person we are supposed to be holding accountable, who is the #1 citizen of Nigeria, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we don't hold him accountable. We don't talk about him. We open spaces to castigate people, be an individual, just a mere opposition. That our children today go to bed hungry, with empty stomach, or with malnourished food, is Tinubu policy. That insecurity is in the north, in the south, in the west, in Kwara State. We just heard about a father and a son that was being kidnapped. Who is the chief security officer of Nigeria? Is Tinubu. Under Goodluck Jonathan administration, he said the bulk of insecurity lies on the desk, or on the bulk of the president then, which is Jonathan. But under his, he never knew that everything will shift. It will soon come to his table. Now he's telling people to tell your community chief, your local government chairman, your state governor, they are the one responsible. Form a vigilante, do this, do that, shifting the blame. Some people will still hold space, talking about people be a private citizen going around Nigeria helping people with his own money. If P2B is corrupt or embezzled any public fund, P2B will be in jail before 2023 election. Go and mark my word. Before 2023, you see that election, he will be in jail. He would have been in jail. By now, he will be doing 2 years or 3 years already in jail. Or they will bring him out on the condition that we won't hear your voice again, the way they did to Rocha to Korocha. We will not hear your voice again. Sign an undertaking. He will sign. And when they release him, he will just be like a puppet. The way they did to Ojus or Carlo, follow the moving train. If you don't follow the moving train, you are going in. This, that. He accepted. See, today, he's just there. He's just like that. We saw him crying. It is not fair. It is not fair. He was crying. What happened? What made him to cry? Something made him to cry. Nigerians, how do we just get easily twisted? Our brain, we forgot yesterday. Look at your environment. Look at your surroundings. Has things not changed? Buhari, when Buhari was president, we were crying then. We never knew that Buhari was a hero. We never knew that Buhari was a God sent, even. Tinubu made us to understand that Buhari, my brother, is a Messiah. Let Naira reverse to what it used to be during Buhari's tenure. And when all these things happen, they fashion out a theory, a narrative to suit the evil, the impunity, the corruption with impunity that is, the nepotism that is happening. They will just, Rhino Mokri is very good at comparing Nigeria with America. But he does not compare Nigeria with America in terms of the good life American citizens are experiencing. They talked about solar system in White House. They want to replicate it in Aso Rock. But they never knew that before American government gave White House solar system, the citizens are enjoying stable electricity. Are we fools? Are we enjoying stable electricity before talking about upgrading Aso Rock to solar? All these things, when it happens, we Nigerians, we just nothing. You come on social media on space, they form a space, you join, you enter the meeting. They are talking about their topics is people. Why don't ask them? Please don't be offended though. Why are you people talking about people who is not in power? Let's face the government. Let's tackle this government thing that has the power to make policy and cancel policy. Let's tackle the government. Let people be a private citizen alone. Election campaign has not started. Why not ask yourself why is even the incumbent government, why are they tackling somebody who is just by the backside, who is not even, who has no government political portfolio as I speak? Bano Anonuga is being appointed as the presidential spokesperson just to tackle P2B. Daniel Bawala, just to tackle. If you can't do propaganda, if you can't do criticism, my brother, you will not be employed. Ahmed, former special advisor to the president, also, that just step aside a few days ago, that retired some months ago. He said he can't be employed for I'm getting paid for not doing anything. Which means your job is just to Tinubu don't want to advise. Tinubu employs people, he doesn't take advice from them. Maybe the advice he got is from his son and him. The man retired, he resigned. I'm not going to work again. I'm just getting paid for nothing. I'm not doing anything. I want to render my experiences and my knowledge, what I have. They don't want it. So I'm just getting paid for nothing. Ajure, who the first person to step down, to resign. The same thing. He said his own is just family issues. He don't want to say anything. How many of them? If you cannot do that propaganda, my brother, as Tinubu is employing you as special advisor, not to advise him on how the economy will grow, how Nigeria will be better. Your own is just to tackle people. That is your own job as the special advisor to the president. You are not advising the president now. Your own is to face Nigerian masses, specifically P2B. My brother, something is wrong. Something is wrong somewhere. Something is wrong. It's high time we wake up. What are they doing? What is the essence of forming this digital summit, whatever? The essence is just for P2B. We have seen it, and we are going to see more of it. These people are just 1,000, like the way we saw the number. 1,000 is nothing to compare to Nigerian population of over 200 million persons. Let's give these people, let's debunk their rubbish, let's put them where they belong to. The essence of forming this thing is just for P2B. Now, if P2B has any skeleton in his cupboard, my brother, that man, that man will just rot in jail. I'm telling you. Now they don't have anything. Now what they do is, he worked with Abacha. Oh, P2B, he's like he's serving food. He's serving food. My brother, I don't laugh tire. I don't know what's that. I don't laugh tire. He's serving food.
My brother, how is serving food a bad thing? Now because they don't get integrity, now that make a problem now.
Boy, the thing don't tire me. As I tell you, me I know. I'm not happy with all this rubbish they are doing. This man indicted. There is no way to get it. That is one thing. You just escape that trap that you need to set for. Southeasterners mostly. If you become a governor today or a senator, they will give you that money, you will eat it. So God who made me, you will fall into that trap. At the moment you eat that money, my brother, your name don't go that place. You can never, your voice will not contradict the government. Any path the government is towing, you must follow that path or you keep silent. Why is it that P2B speaks loud? His voice, his shoulder, he's proud of himself today. Because my brother, they have checked. This man is incorruptible. He's very free. Everybody is afraid of him. So God who made me. Even you know what is happening among the Southeast politicians? Why must it be P2B? Because some of them, they thought they have been into politics before him, or they have aligned with the ruling party before him. Why must it be this man? Why not me? You know, and this man is just, watch his life, very simple. But what is behind that man? I see a mighty thing. That is why when you see a child walking, sometimes, my brother, you feel like you will kill this child. My brother, go and try. You never see that kind when they grow up. You never see the kid will beat you before. That's where you say you go feel knock or boy may you get and down. The person do you shake you. No, the person tell you. Later you go make the guy friend align with him. My brother, it happen. Anytime they form a space, they look at the job Mazi is doing. Mazi is doing. Look at the job, the very dangerous job that Mazi is doing, propagating lies. One of the most difficult things to do in life, to propagate lies, to market lies. You must have a PhD in marketing before you market lies. You package lies for people to accept as truth. Mazi went as far as denigrating his own tribe, cursing his people. He never said anything good about the Southeasterners. As against, let me not just go tribal. But today, instead of recommending him, they said, my brother, is now that guy you're seeing now. He will do undo. That is what child play. That is why I don't know. I don't want to start defaming people. Understand? But he forgot that we I don't want to mention tribe, but you think you're getting money, but somebody can call you one day and bless you because of your standing on the path of truth. My brother, mercy for your life. We're going to even make you come up from poverty. People. We are watching people. We are seeing all these things. You think Southeasterners or South, we don't have people. Yoruba, I don't want to go tribal. We they carry people along, both non-Nigerians, both non-Igbo people, not an out. Mokune they come they talk. Anybody will know give my brother. People to denigrate your people will give you level. Will give you level. Because if I talk, I will provoke. But we they see everything where they
So can anybody hear him? Or can anybody hear me? Enzo, can anybody hear me, please? Let me know if that's my network that's misbehaving.
For me, I can hear you.
Okay, because I couldn't hear. Oh, he has dropped. Enzo. Okay. Please, who is going next?
I'm full. How are you? Mind game.
Okay. Hey, I saw your hands up now, so please you can go.
The place I am now, I think it's very noisy. It's
Okay, no
running
wahala,
here,
no
but I
wahala,
don't know if you
no
guys can
wahala.
hear me.
We can hear you, but if you feel it's noisy, then no issue. You could.
Okay,
You still want to
okay.
go on? You still want to go on?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm sure everybody else can hear you.
Okay. I just want to use this opportunity to correct some kind of wrong impression. I spoke here in the morning before I got a guy, so I have to leave. But I have to correct some wrong impression. Harmful, in as much as we are not here to fight, but I have to make something very clear for some of us here. You see someone coming here to attack me, and the guy have been attacking me all this while. I don't know the guy from anywhere. My only offense is that I said no to Article Presidency. My only offense is that we have to read the room. We have to understand exactly what is happening. My only offense is that we cannot from Buhari to Tinubu and the next thing to Atiku. And the same person will come here to claim that he's an obedient. And last time I was speaking, the guy interjected. And the next thing, the guy started attacking me. He started attacking me, I mean. The next thing the guy did was to go and bring up a kind of recorded this thing that he did. I don't know. I said this, I said that. Please, I have to make things very clear for all of us to understand. I've never attacked anybody, and I'm not planning to attack anybody. but I will still remain on the path of truth. If the truth triggers you or the truth hurts you, it's none of my business. If your conscience, you fight against Obi or nothing, and you never heard me once speak about this Obi or nothing. I've never spoken about Obi or I will not speak about Obi or nothing, but I will not at the same time attack people saying Obi or nothing. And I urge you, I tell you, if Obi or nothing gets you triggers, then start saying Atiku or nothing. As simple as that. When people say Obi or nothing, you get triggered. Why are you triggered? And you call yourself an obedient. The kind of faith. The last time the guy was even saying that, you know what? It's not nobody's going to kill him. All this while I've never attacked the guy. I don't even know the guy. Like he's having, but he having
Afo,
something.
Alpha, abeg, check your message. Afo, check your message, abeg. Afo, check your message, abeg.
I'll come.
Echezona, you see, Obi or nothing slogan. My brother, I must tell you, it should be a personal thing. In as much as we are trying to, Obi forces is not only from one.
See, National, I am the deputy chairman of Obi or nothing. So my chairman checks is not here. OON.
Afo, check your message, abeg. Afo, check your message, abeg.
Afo,
Yeah, I'm back.
message.
Okay.
Afo, I
So
don't want gag you. Make him express himself. Give them because let me just see what you have to say. Hey, are you done?
Okay,
they on the speaker already now.
okay.
So, hello, can I continue?
Continue. Just finish up. Continue. You have like 3 minutes. Round up, please.
Okay, sorry about that. Anfo, I put this thing to you. You know, in as much as you want to be, but we are not fighting the same way, and we are not going to fight the same way. You understand me? Because you are the one that hurt me. You say I should calm down. But if you happens to be in the space last week when this guy attacked me of doing absolutely nothing, he just interjected and started attacking me for doing nothing wrong. I was even surprised. I said, what is all this? Why are you attacking me? And the same guy will come here and be pushing and telling you guys that I'm
Chezona, you understood what happened in the morning, right? A lot of people were here. We were already discussing something, and people already complained that you and him have argued for long because I wasn't there for like 1 hour or 2 hours, right? And that was why I said, guys, leave it there. So that will pass the mic. I mean, there were so many requests. You're not seeing them at that time. So you couldn't bring people up. And some people were like, that was why I was like, whatever it is, because I was in the spaces where both of you had had those listed, right? And it was not only you, right? He equally had that problem with checks before, one of the days, right? Because of this OB stuff, right? Again, personally, um, I basically do not care, right? You know why? Um, I have problem with OB supporters who are trying to probably fight other OB supporters because they believe that saying Obi or nothing will actually cause problem for the coalition. Personally, me as a person, eh? Is Obi or nothing offensive to people like Atiku supporters? Yes, it is, because Atiku supporters also want him to be president, right? Okay, UHS and I believe Obi is the best candidate. Same do I believe, right? You think Atiku has no pathway? The same thing with me, right? But again, does it mean that there are not other people who believe that Atiku Obi does not have pathway, but Atiku has it? There are other people like that. That is why, if I see people like that, uh, I'm not vested in trying to prove it to them or saying they collected money. I don't do all those things. It's not my thing, right? I mean, do your campaign. I do my own. If you run propaganda against Obi, I go double down on Atiku. I mean, I go run Atiku out. And that's what I've been doing, and that is what I've done. So some of the posts you see me make against Atiku some of them is when I read some of what Atiku's people write against Obi. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I don't want him to be presidential candidate. Make no mistake about it. I don't want him there, and I'm not hiding it. It's not like, oh, yeah, there are some people it will hurt and all those things and all those things. But politics is not a moral game. We are not here to beg anybody. And again, I believe, is it a good tactics? Yes, I believe it's a good tactics for me. If it later proves to be bad, it's not my business. Why? Will it be the reason? Could it cause the coalition not to work? Yes, it could. But now we are weighing the options, right? Two options, right? The worst thing that he could do is to stop the coalition, right? And Obi goes into the battle, right? That is the worst against the worst on the other side. The worst on their side, right? On my side is that if I mellow down, right, as they want, and follow whatever they want, is the worst to me is another person having the ticket, right? And we going into the race without Obi. In my own opinion, which one will be worse for me? Having not having Obi in the ballot, or not, or perhaps coalition not working, right? If I'm going to choose, I will choose coalition not working. If the coalition is there so that Obi will not be in the ballot, I mean, I will not support it. Like I told you in the morning, I will write Obi's name there. It may sound stupid, but I will do that. And I will encourage a lot of people to do that. Because, yeah, they should work together and all those things. But again, I think it's also good that those who are doing the coalition, you look at me and some other people like me, whom I believe uh, they will not support an article and say, okay, we have to actually allow Obi go. And has it worked before? Yes, that was how Trump won his two Republican primaries, because the Republican people knew that he has a supporters that will not align with another person if another person is the candidate. So they know that he has supporters that cannot vote another person. So, and they
Alfonso,
also, Alfonso, yeah, okay.
let me step into
Okay,
the what
should
you
I
just
round
said.
up?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just drop this again. Now, another thing why I feel it's important that you should understand is that every obedient would have a different way of trying to promote Obi. And if you notice 2023 elections, if Obi, do you understand? I mean, the perception of everybody out there is the obedience are himself. They are not a movement that have bite. Learn, how do I mean by have bite? Take Buhari's election. He gave a threat, and they were, I mean, if he didn't win, he told Jonathan, if he didn't win, blah, 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 blah. And because the government at the time perceived that, okay, he's backing people who would always, who could. So there was that fear, okay, let's just play ball. Do you understand? So it is not a bad thing for them to understand that there are people who are still in the obedient camp who too will not back out if you think you want to rig. And you don't want to play
Yeah,
fair.
the thing is, mind game. See the point here. And me, that is why me, I'm not even interested, right? If the people understand that easily, because a lot of people have been selling the snake oil that the North will not support Obi. I do not care anyway, because Nigerians should support him. If Nigerians say they want to return Tinubu, that's their business, right? I mean, we all will suffer it, we all will die for it, and we all will be a victim of the Nigerian state. It will not be only me, right? But now this is it, right? If actually that's the case, right, and you're using it to threaten me, right? Then on the other hand, you are making it look as if I am not the one telling you, oh, whatever happens, I'm going to support. I mean, what type of how do we negotiate like that? How does that type of thing work? And that is the problem. How is it that me will be ready to support whatever they call? But those people are telling me that the reason why they want Atiku, these Atiku supporters from the south are telling you that the reason why they want Atiku is because Atiku will get this vote in the north. But they have taken it for granted Southeast will never vote for Tinubu. South will never vote for Tinubu. But the North, I mean, if you do that thing, me, I will say run you on my own. So me, and I'm not apologetic about it. That is why me, I'm Obi or nothing. So it doesn't matter how many people that wants to cry about it. At any point it comes, I'm not hiding it. I mean, I've decided I am not anybody but Tinubu. There are candidates you will bring. I will support Tinubu ahead of the candidate. Although Atiku is not one of them anyway. I always say that I will not support Tinubu against Atiku. Right? But there are candidates that you will put up. I will support Tinubu again. I mean, see, like I said, I did anything but Jonathan in 2015, and I'm not going to do it ever again. It's not going to happen. There is always option. It's not always black and white. There could be gray. So if anybody is trying to deny, I mean, see, it's actually very ridiculous that I have a presidential candidate that ran under LP and no party. Yeah, 10 seconds, I'm done. Just 1 second. That ran under LP and no
Alpha,
party. Wait, allow me finish now. 10 seconds. Don't,
Alpha,
I
you
mean,
like one me and you fight too.
oh, no do this thing now. I mean, you want to delay this talk. He ran under unknown party. He did his best. He won an election, right? It was stolen from him, but his statement was very loud and clear. A lot of people got into office. We are looking for how to improve his chances. And all you are coming with is a process that will actually deny him chance in the next election and project another person. He'll be like, okay, let us just support any person and let's remove Tinubu. And you want me to be part of that? I am not going to be part of that. And many people will not be part of that. That is it. So that is me. I don't know about another person. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I just have to say it out. And I will always say it. So I am out against Tinubu and I am all in for B. Thank you. So I don't pass the mic to all of you.
Race,
10 seconds, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, finish so that we'll go to Nigeria first. Nigeria first, I beg, no verse. I just wanted to.
Can you
See,
hear me?
no be politics I want to talk about. Na audience, na crazy thing I
Just
want to talk about. Leave
Nigeria person,
politics
just 10 seconds,
aside.
just 10 seconds.
Very
Just 10
important thing.
seconds. Nigeria person,
Forget about politics. I'm talking
just
about
10
something
seconds.
very important. You tell me 10 seconds about politics. Where everything will follow.
Ace, can I beg your favor? Let him just speak. Thank you. And Nigeria, go now, go.
Yeah. Something has transpired for the past like 2 or 3 days, and I thought it's a bit away. Sorry, for the past 1 week. A friend of mine, who is a business partner of mine, did a transaction, and on delivery to Anambra State, there was need to visit the police because something, and the vehicle who took the consignment to Anambra State had to be seized. I want to tell you how crazy your country is actually. That is currently going on, and I'm part of it. Now, the goods had to be seized yesterday. The truck had to be seized yesterday by the police. Now, the person who reported to the police is on his way from Kebbi State to Anambra State. He has already sent his lawyer in Anambra State to the office, to the police station. The lawyer was there writing the complaint against the delivery, the transport company that delivered. The transport company went to see the police somehow. As I'm speaking to you now, it's happening right as we speak. That's why you see Afu. I left the space even when I was host because I'm part of everything. The driver and the truck that was carrying goods of about 20 million naira was released even before the complainant arrived at the station because money has changed hands. That is the kind of country you are living in. This is just happening now. I even called the police PRO of Anambra State. They said, no, that cannot happen when the issue was happening. Instead of him to call the DPO, he said I should call the DPO and tell the DPO to call him. I called somebody in the police station. I told the person to call him. Imagine the police PRO not having the DPO's number in a certain area. That's the country you live in. We can be here arguing Obi or not in every day. Crazy things are happening as we are speaking to you now. This, my friend, this is an investment that I'm part of. Afo is aware. Afo, you remember I told you my truck spoiled on the road and it has not delivered at the company. And we are trying to do some logistical issues. Now, it is that very truck Afo I'm telling you about. As we are speaking now, this is what is happening. This is the crime that the police is committing as we speak like this now.
But
So you can go ahead and be or nothing.
Nigeria,
But this is the
Nigeria
situation
first.
we are in.
Nigeria first. Say you remember in the morning when I was talking about my friend, my neighbor who is still in police, probably whatever they are detention up to this moment, because his uncle sold their land and someone wanted to buy it. The
Yeah.
the problem we face in, you see, I don't think Nigerian police force will be even reformed in our time, and that's, I don't believe that again. So, but the problem we face is that, for me, right, if me, I don't know about any other person, right, if we're actually interested in any form of good government, right, I don't think I don't think in fact, this is something that a
See,
government will do.
Afro, do you know what it means for you to report a case? Your lawyer come all the way from Onitsha to that place, and you've already reported the matter in Kebbi. The truck is fixed. You are on your way coming there, and they release the truck because money has
But
changed hands, not caring about the person
but
who reported over 20 million naira damage.
but Nigeria first. Yeah, this is very terrible. In To be honest with you, this type of thing is not supposed to be heard. But if we actually live in this country, things like that should not surprise us. That is just the honest truth.
Yeah.
And
Then the
Alfonso,
question is, how will business
hold
prosper?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Alfonso,
yeah, I
I don't
can.
want us to drag this matter too long. There are people's hands up. He's supposed to finish up. So let's not, in all fairness, let him finish up. And he's been
Yeah,
patient, please.
yeah. Let me 10 seconds and 30 seconds. The thing is this: if anybody even expecting anything to actually improve, that is why me I am Obi or nothing, because I don't believe that things like this will be solved by another person who have maintained this type of system for a very long time. So for me, these things, right, are not, they are not, I mean, they are not strange to Nigerian situation. And it's unfortunate that we are becoming used to it. It's very unfortunate. It's just, I mean, I cannot even want to complain about it again. I don't want, because this is, in fact, the problem in Nigeria is that when it doesn't happen, it becomes a surprise. My father told me how some years ago, right, how he took police in Bauchi State to go and recover debts that time, because he lived a lot in the north that time. And he told me that they didn't even collect 1 naira from him, and they got everything, right? Someone wanted to go away with his money. But today, if someone is owing you money, or if someone scam you and you decide to involve the police, if it's not just to punish the person, you are going to waste more money. And everybody who has been involved in it understand that that is the problem, and that is the case with the Nigerian system. It's very unfortunate. Now we hope that we'll have finally have a government, because this is a problem that will be solved by the government and not by any other thing. It's a problem that a government in power will solve. And a good example is El Salvador. It used to be camp of drug and all those things, but within few years, 4 years, that their new president cleaned up the place, and that is what we are expecting. 4 years for a PO to come and probably clean up Nigeria and all these things. That is what me I expect. If it's not going to happen, if he gets into power and doesn't do that, it will be on its own failure. Yeah, it is on a wrap up so that we pass the mic. Uh, uh, yeah, thank you.
I don't think they should idea again. But the thing is, right? How will private business survive in this climate? You take loans to do business, you lose millions, and you cannot trust the justice system to give you justice. Then how many private business keep going under like this, day in, day out, day in, day out, losing staffs back to back? and we will come here, we'll start pretending as
Is it
I
is
don't
it
know wonder.
Nigeria first? Is it surprising to you that that business
It's
has
not
been
surprising
falling
because something worse has
in
happened to me before.
in
No,
Nigeria?
I
Is it
don't.
surprising to you that businesses have been closing in Nigeria for the past 10 years or past 12 years, and things are just getting worse? Is it surprising? I mean, this is a problem that only a serious government will solve. It's not something that any other thing. If the government doesn't take solid action, I mean very solid action, you're not getting anything out of it. Okay, look at the answers that we talked about or that we protested about, right? Yeah, they have actually stopped the SARS operation, but has SARS actually ended? What happened to those policemen who were in the SARS and all those things? They were split into other departments. Have they stopped what they have been doing? The answer is no. So let us actually focus on what is more important. Again, very is a very sad situation. But anyway, mind game. Make we pass mic abeg.
Yeah. So
Sometimes it's necessary because this thing let
Chino,
it not
Chino,
be
so
like.
I have your hand on. Let him go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chino, so
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me? Good evening.
good evening.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about the guy that has problem with police issue. Look, it's that simple. The more the economy, we are talking about a very corrupt police, and the more the economy becomes harsher and difficult, just expect corruption to also increase by ×5. So as Tinubu has made the economy difficult by ×5, because let's say you're buying an egg 15 naira before and you're not buying egg 250, just automatically expect that the corruption and everything will come ×5. And you know one thing with human nature is that when people start feeling hopeless, a sense whereby they don't know that tomorrow now things will become worse. We thank God that we have not yet reached the level whereby people hold money, and once they hold this money, once they come back from work, once you pay people their salary and they come back from work, the next thing they're thinking of doing is to go and buy something. So because they know that because they fear that tomorrow the price will go up. I think we're getting to that level under this Tinubu government. So you should expect corruption to triple by even ×10, because people do not know how tomorrow will be like. So there are lots of uncertainties. So the civil service expect more corruption. The judiciary expect corruption. The police of all places expect corruption more. So it just what happens. That's why we say vote for somebody that will make life easier for people. Because when people start having confidence in the economy, automatically, I think there are some things that will just start falling into places. And I made this I expressed this during time of Buhari. I said it on one of my posts that corruption is going to rise under Buhari because it's going to kill the economy. And then now that Tinubu has even killed the economy the more, what do you expect? So most times I always feel that we don't do this space enough about Tinubu's failures. Like it's high time we do lots of space to remind Nigerians that this guy is a failure. I think this guy is the epicenter of everything that is wrong with Nigeria. I would love to see of like Kenike said. This guy is a danger on our lives. It's a danger on our future. Those kind of things, because we need to aggravate this anger moving into the election. So now the topic is Igbo president between Umahi and Abati, who is more stupid.
Brother, correction. They don't need like movies anger. The hunger and the suffering in the country alone. If it don't make you vex, then go and die.
My brother, you talk you really spoke it properly. The thing is that I just feel like even with the anger, sometimes you need to add extra anger on top of that anger. You cannot get angry enough, because I don't know. People have to actually be reminded that look, the anger of yesterday, it's supposed no reach what we will do today. These guys are killing this country. I don't look at the way it's going right now. These guys are aloof. You see people like all these governors, president, nothing concerns them what the poor people are suffering. They've just carried security, they planted security on their self, they've fenced their place, and they feel they can buy anybody. So automatically they don't really care. And in a way, the more they weaponize the poverty itself, the better for them. That means they just have to bring out small money, and then people will fall in line. It's not the other day we are seeing pictures of people sharing plantain chips and people are actually picking it up. So that is the level we are in. They don't want to strengthen the purchasing power of people, because if they do that, automatically people have a mind of their own to do the right things. So based on the topic, Igbo presidency between Umahi and Abati, who's more stupid? To me, both of them are stupid. You see this Abati guy. I watched that YouTube. I watched that interview he had with that guy. That was some days ago. I watched it live. It's not as if I later went back to watch it, maybe because it was trending. Because most times I try to watch Arise, but if Wufa doesn't come, I get discouraged. But somehow, somewhere, because we are talking about P2B's one-term statement, so I was let me just tune in, because not P2B is the news, right? We all know that P2B is the trend right now. There's never a day that goes by in any you don't see people talking about P2B, even on all those medias and so I was like, let me just listen to what this guy has to say. So and then I started listening to Apathy, and the way he was going about it, you know, he was talking from a state of hate. And before then, this was the first time about was saying that. He has said that like before then, I said like a week ago. But what he said then was that the North wouldn't vote for P2B based on obvious reasons. That's what he said. The North wouldn't vote for P2B based on obvious. He said it like a week before that. This is last infamous statement. So what he did now was he now became specific of what he meant by obvious reasons, and the obvious reasons he meant was the North wouldn't go for P2B because of because of the civil war and what led to the civil war. And then to crown it up, even when the guy was trying to say that in the interest of fairness, equity, and justice, that it's high time power shift to places that have not tested power. So at least the country you will, because he believes that the country needs healing and unity. And the guy kept on hammering on this. And then to even add more insult to the injury or something like that, Abati now made it a tribal thing and was trying to talk as if like the chief of staff of Tinubu, who's Femi Bajambi Amila or something like that. He has met with ex-lawmakers and he's trying to tell them that it's still the turn of the Southwest and the Southwest must finish their turn. That was the last statement Abati made. He was trying to demand, I think, by any means necessary, that in the end, that what that guy was saying was gibberish, that it still remains the turn of the Southwest, and the way the chief of staff is pushing it out there, that the Southwest must do their. And then I was just like, for God's sake, this is someone that is talking on national TV, and maybe he was very, very deliberate, because then maybe Rufai was not in the studio that day. So it was quite shameful what he did. It's really, really shameful. Then Umahi, we all know that Umahi's own is thinking about what is going to gain from it. We are seeing the Lagos Coastal Road, we are seeing the corruption in that road. The road is now crumbling. I saw videos of part of that road being eroded by erosion. You look at that road and you ask yourself, what this guy just did? He just built concrete road, just like maybe 8-inch concrete road, and just laid it there, no drainage, nothing. And this is someone that calls himself an engineer. No wonder people are complaining in Ebonyi State that the roads he built in Ebonyi State are already destroying, and the ones that are even functioning, they are destroying car tires, because tires are not supposed to move on raw concrete without asphalt and all this kind of stuff. But he insisted on it. So these are the two pinheads we have right now, trying to use ethnicity to divide Nigerians, because I don't see why ethnicity should be the reason why we are debating why P2B should not be president. P2B has never been an Igbo president. I think there is no PDP South is coming to endorse P2B. There is no APC South is coming to endorse P2B. There is no ABGA Southeast coming to endorse P2B. But we've seen in the case of Tinubu, we've seen PDP Southwest coming out to endorse P2B to endorse Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And this is the same party that people are telling P2B to move into. I think we've seen APC Southwest coming to say they're endorsing P2B. So P2B has never been the Igbo establishment candidate. Let me say it again. P2B has never been the Igbo establishment candidate. Over 70, I'm sure almost all your governors in the Southeast do not want P2B there. to the point that even this guy came out, one of these very senior PDP shifter, Dan Olasi, in his last interview with Rufai Oseni. I watched that interview also live. That was yesterday. He came out to lie that he wants P2B in PDP, and he then lied that he has never criticized P2B before, that he has never criticized the way P2B govern, that if anybody have any video of such, that he will resign from his position as a PDP shifter and will totally abandon politics. And now we're now seeing videos coming out that this guy was on AIT before, actually saying things about P2B. But now, to him now, P2B did nothing wrong. So you can see the self-deceit. So P2B is not that kind of person that you say that he needs the support of the Igbo establishment to be there, because the people that actually support P2B are the common people who want a better Nigeria, who knows things to be better under P2B. So they should not try and make P2B like an Igbo presidency. And I'm sure lots of Nigerians out there knows that this guy is not going to be an Igbo presidency. He doesn't even move like one. You'll not see him in a room full of like Igbo politicians and them saying P2B or nothing is our turn. So he just wants to go there in the next 4 years. He do what he needs to do to make sure that this country moves forward. And you can tell, like, if all of us are here to go check ourselves and remove tribalism, ethnicity, and everything, and you can actually tell this guy will go there and he will be able to fix Nigeria in just 4 years, and he will hit the ground running, because this is somebody that he keeps on talking about governance, that subconsciously you know that this guy, if you wake him up from sleep, he can just tell you what he will do. And even myself, because I have been listening to P2B's messages, subconsciously I can won't tell you what P2B will do. I can cut you off his major agenda. I can tell you that he's going to do
why are you downplaying? Wait, why are you downplaying what Tinubu can do? Somebody that stays awake all night. Don't you hear in track record? Now. What are you saying? Tinubu stays awake all night now.
We know that they stay 2 a.m. and his wife prepares him food by 11 p.m. So in the kitchen while you are playing ball now. So once he eats his food 12 a.m. in the morning, then by 2 a.m. he stays awake. You can imagine. So this is somebody that we know what he will do: education, healthcare. He will remove people from poverty, insecurity, and then small and medium scale businesses, which are the driving force of all economy. American economy is driven by small and medium business, not by Apple, not by Microsoft, not by Facebook. It's all those small businesses that drives the economy. They're the largest employers of labor. And P2B understands that once you actually boost the small and medium scale industry, automatically it will trickle up. So what P2B is actually proposing is a trickle up economy. And then he says that he's going to govern. He has not spelled it properly, but I can tell from what P2B is saying that he's going to govern on 3 S's. He's going to run a smart, smart, small, and sincere government. I think why I say that his government to be smart, he has always said that he will cut the cost of governance. He will try and do whatever it takes to cut the cost of governance and make sure that the money goes directly to the people. Smart government means that he's going to appoint the right people. And we knowing that him going to do 4 terms only, it means that he will not be thinking about the politics of re-election. So he will not be burdened by, okay, look, in the next 4 years, maybe I have to now start contesting again. Maybe let me put 1 or 2 politicians. Let me try and get my politics right, all this kind of stuff. He will not be burdened with that that baggage of thinking about the next election. He will be focused on putting technocrats and the right people that are excelled in their various careers to run the economy and to run security. So you're going to have square pegs in square holes. So he's going to take care of the smart side of the whole thing. Then sincere. Nobody needs to tell that the most sincere politician we have right now is P2B. His life is an open book, and he has told people that, look, go and find any way whereby I have stolen 1 kobo, or maybe I've used thugs or touts to rig election on my behalf, or whether I've been involved in any kind of malpractices, systematic malpractices. He dared Nigerians, and nobody can come and dent him on that. So he's going to follow that. He's going to run a smart, small and sincere government, and that is what it takes to build a great society. So this man actually markets himself. I so most times when I see captions like people trying to make it P2B an Igbo president, I just laugh because this guy is so anti-establishment, and that's why they hate him so much. The same way they didn't like Trump when he came out then, because most of the people that didn't like him were anti-establishment. People that don't like P2B are people that have been gaining from the corrupt system of Nigeria. The likes of Umahi, the likes of Benjamin. I'm calling the ones from the southeast. I let me focus on the region where I come from. You don't expect someone like Umahi to like P2B. You don't expect people like Benjamin Kalu, the deputy speaker of the house, to like P2B. You don't expect people like Kopu Zodima to like P2B. You don't expect people like even Shao Soludo to like P2B. Because to them, the corrupt system that they've been benefiting for years, they are still in it. And anything that will make a P2B comes there, knowing full, it means that man, their the bot will be taken away from them. You don't expect someone like a wiki to like P2B. Let me talk from the south, it's to the southeast. You don't expect someone like Mondo Okmebolo, Edo State governor, who is a poster child of the rigging that happened in those states, to like P2B, because he knows that if P2B gets there and he governs properly, he might not do, definitely he's not going to say on that re-election, and he's not going to use thuggery and rigging to come back in those states, because P2B will close that loopholes. There's no how P2B will be a president and will run and the INEC as it is, who will supervise an election that is modeled up with rigging and electoral malpractice. There is no how. The police will do the right thing that day. The results would what you got on that day, because P2B then, when he was governor, he told Jonathan then that, look, I do not want any votes in that 20. I think that was his re-election. Like, he told Jonathan, that's the president then. I don't think it was Jonathan, but I can't remember. He told the president then that, look, I do not want any vote that doesn't belong to me. Let it be that it's my own vote that I get. I think that was during the time of Yadua. Him and Soludo. I think Soludo then was running under PDP, and then P2B was in Abga. I can't remember the last place. I think it was Fukachuku or something else in the next part. So he has always expressed his belief in due process and in the rule of law. I keep on saying it that, look, the biggest assets a country have is its intangible asset, and that intangible asset is the rule of law. And we saw how this rule of law played out when Yadua was president. That is why most Nigerians till now still love that man, Yadua, because he made the rule of law the centerpiece of his policies, besides when he declared the state of emergency on electricity. And we've known since then the rule of law have died in the country. And that is why we are noticing all kinds of brigandage in this country. Starting from the police, the civil service, the judiciary, nobody is doing the right thing. And that scares foreign investors. And people as a business, and someone that has always run successful businesses, automatically knows that, look, you have to set the right environment for investors to come. You have to set the right environment for him to move from consumption to production. So the guy markets himself. So when I see people trying to paint him with all this ethnic brush and religious brush, I just say, because they have nothing on this man in terms of corruption, in terms of incompetence, in terms of citizens' engagement. Which to me, I always feel one of the major things that will make me vote for any president again is his ability to engage with the citizens. You see someone like Donald Trump is always speaking to America, even though we know that Donald Trump is the most busiest president in the world, because he's dealing with foreign policies, because America is like the police of the world. He's dealing with international affairs, he's dealing with domestic policies, but still, he's still out there speaking to the American people directly, engaging with them. But we have presidents that behave like all these 12th century deities, like all those mini gods, all those gods that we serve, like they will talk to you, don't need to see this god, you don't need to see this person. If you open the state, everybody will be running away. And you call yourself a public servant. P2B is the ideal public servant, someone that believes that, look, I need to engage the people. Because when I engage the people, they'll tell me about their concerns, then I will know how to use those their concerns, to also, like, fine-tune my policies where I feel I'm getting it wrong. I'll fine-tune it in the interest of the people. So is that kind of person why you make him president? Just best be that will be visiting all the old states of the federation, probably spending like 2 or 3 days in those states, organizing town unions with with different interest groups within that state. It might be the farmers trade union, it might be the market women trade union, it might be the palm oil sellers like that. And everybody will be telling me his concerns personally. And maybe the president of those town unions, I will be addressing them. Okay, see my concerns, and we'll take I get it, and we'll be taking notes of that. Will not be the kind of person that will just sit in Aso Rock and then create an invisible wall around himself. And then whenever he wants, he can fly and go and do his medical trip or medical leave and come back, and he doesn't interact with the people. He's not that kind of president. He's going to be a people's president. So it's crazy when I see these politicians like Umahi and even Abati was almost he's still a politician, but at some point he was deputy governorship candidate. I think that was in Ogun State under that very, very dubious Kashamu, who was known for doing some drug related activities abroad. I think he was his deputy governorship candidate and he lost. So when we see politicians like Umahi and Abati actually trying to make P2B's candidacy be like an Igbo president, I just shake my head and I just say like, let's just ignore them. Right now, many people are actually they're actually keying into P2B's messages across the country. I can guarantee you that. And many people know that it's still the turn of the South, even in the North. I was going through a Daily Trust today, their Facebook post today, because most times whenever I want to sample the comments of the Northerners, I go to Daily Trust because that's where you see them actually make their comments. And there was this post they posted, I think that was some hours ago, and they wrote Jonathan or P2B. Automatically, what it means is that even the Daily Trust newspaper, which is the holy grail for Northern, where they get their news in terms of national news, to them, they already settled that it's still the turn of the South. They didn't say Jonathan Obi or article. They were like Jonathan or Obi. They did not put a question mark. And then there was over 800 comments. But the truth of the matter is that I won't lie to you. Of those 800 comments, when I sampled most of the comments there, I would say for every 10 core Northerners, that's when I talk about core Northerners, those from predominantly Muslim states, the Sharia states, I'll say for every of their 10 comments, maybe 8 of them said they would prefer Jonathan to P2B. But like I said, they have their reasons for that, because to them probably feels he's going to do just 4 years. He has already done 4 years. So constitutionally, he's going to be there for just 4 years. Maybe because the way he actually relinquish power easily to Buhari in the way, maybe that's the reason for that. But I know
you have 5 more seconds. Chinos,
yeah,
can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. So I'll be done 1 minute time. So I
noticed
noticed something also peculiar in the posts and their commentaries. Like most of the minorities in the North, most of the minorities say they wanted the P2B, but the core Northerners were like, they wanted Jonathan. But there was something unique. Nobody there even tried to factor in article, like maybe just say, okay, look, I don't want either of them, I want article. So to them, it was a case of 2 Southern candidates and they were just speaking. Nobody even, there was no protest and comment, oh, I want article. So I feel in a way, I want the coalition to work. But to me, I feel it can be pursued in a way whereby P2B can still head that coalition. But left to me, I feel like we've not gotten so angry enough with Tinubu's government, which is the worst government in our history. A government that took the price of dollars from 400 now to 1.5. That is over 1,000 naira difference. It has never happened in our history. It took us over 50 years to move dollar from $1 to 400 naira, and it just took Tinubu less than 2 years or even 1 year to move the price of naira to dollar by over 1,000 naira difference. So this government is a failure of a government, and I think we should keep on making it. We should keep on singing it to people's ears. Like, at least, yes, we know that the hunger in the land is a good reminder for people to know that this government is failing. But we should keep on pushing it out there, because I feel that the more we get people annoyed, the more they will know that this election, it's election that has to do with their lives. That no matter what, it's not just coming to vote. You have to vote, you have to defend your vote, and you have to come out that day to vote. And even though it's going to take you 24 hours to stay on the queue, you have to do everything necessary to stay on that queue for 24 hours. That's what is called enthusiasm. People have to be enthusiastic enough and energetic enough to be there. That's why we need to keep reminding people. People might be angry on that day, and maybe they'll come out on that day. Maybe after 1 or 2 hours, they want to go on. But the more they are angry, nobody will tell them that, look, you have to stay on that polling unit 20 hours a day. You have to follow, escort your vote, and make sure that your vote is counted properly. That's why I keep on saying that we need to keep on energizing people's anger, opening spaces to remind people that, look, this government is after our lives and after the life of our children and our born children. Thank you very much. I yield in my thank you.
Oh, thanks, man. Well said. Dozie, you know that there's some things you said, when you spoke earlier, that made me sit down and did the critical thinking and analysis of the person called Obi. I swear, there's some things that you would realize about this Mr. Obi, my president. There's some things about Peter Gregory Obi that you would realize on your own. Maybe by revelation, maybe by divine, whatever. But just knowing this and understanding his mind and his person and the way he operates would make you just marvel. Because anybody who is underestimating a Peter Obi, if you are underestimating him, I pray and hope APCs actually underestimate him. That's what I want you people to do. You know, normally for football now, you guys team go over, they get confidence. They go enter a match, play football with another team. Because of that overconfidence, they don't worry, they don't reach. So a few minutes in the game, they don't knock one. They don't knock two. That small team, wait. That is when before the 2023 elections, they said more than this now. Oh, well, this one, if you even gather one vote, sef. This one, if it be this one. I mean, please come on, you guys now. What did they not say about the person called Obi? What did they not say about the youth? Because it is the youth that the battle came upon. I'm gonna leave those ones. People in Nigeria, just give the people in Nigeria, they go one side. For the first time in a while, Nigerians literally did not pay attention to Big Brother. People, young folk were focused, galvanizingly focused on the election. I was proud, honestly. It shocked me. So the big factor is I want you APC, Orchans, all of you bigots. I want you to keep underestimating the character of Mr. Peter Obi. Let us who can see and have a glimpse of this man's thinking would understand that the way this man be, you have no idea. I just realized something now. Dozie, don't worry. You said something that made me think deeper, and I am like, okay. I wish you people understand how this man operates. So, Dozie, please go on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Quick one. I just want to speak to the guy who was talking about justice and the Nigerian police force. It's unfortunate that we have a Nigerian system that is not people-oriented. The IG of police is an ordinary public officer. Everybody in this continent, in Nigeria, should have access to the IG of police. But be that as it may, the guy who said he wanted justice over an issue, I didn't hear him clearly, but I know he was talking about justice. You know, the reason why people don't get justice is because there are certain information that they do not have. If you have an issue in Nigeria currently and you require the police to give you justice, first things first, you must apply wisdom. There are certain instruments in the Nigerian police force that can aid you with getting your information to the IG. Other IGPs has put that instrument in place before even the current IG came in. And that instrument is the police CRU, the complaint response unit of the Nigerian police force. If you have an issue and you feel your rights you are not getting justice, just get one person to video your interaction with passing your truth to whichever is the officer that is trying to make sure that you don't have justice. You understand? Get your informations, take pictures, if possible, do videos, go over to the whatever social media handle police NG_CRU. Send all your message there. The IG will hear you, and he will call everybody in that matter on board, and you will definitely get justice. That's just what I wanted to say. And I also want to add that a working Nigeria, a Nigeria that works, is very, very, very possible. And it will happen. That's why they are quaking everywhere. They are shaking everywhere. They know it's about to happen. Thank you very much.
LP, I see you. I beg, drop your submission. Thanks. LP, are you there? Can anybody hear me?
LP just came up now. LP called you to do your submission.
In the hear me?
Hear me? I don't know. He come up. He just come up and in the raise his hand.
Okay, maybe
He just left. Okay.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
telling
you
you, you get.
you know,
You know, say,
do you know during that 2023 election, Obi gave everybody eye opener. Alfonso, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you there?
Okay, so I
was saying
one of the revelation that Obi gave Nigerians during that 2023 election was that he made us realize how corrupt INEC. I mean, we knew INEC was corrupt, but we did not know how deep that corruption was rooted.
My brother, I
That
didn't
was
believe.
what he gave us.
I didn't believe they would rig the election. To God,
He-
you mean?
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't believe INEC would rig that election. To God, who made me?
No, but that's what I'm telling you now.
I didn't
What
believe
Obi
it.
did was expose the eyes and the minds of every single Nigerian that means well for this country to see that the INEC. Honestly, me, I don't lie you. I trusted INEC. I don't go lie. I trusted INEC. I had some level of trust.
How will I? How
With
will
what
I?
they said.
How will I not trust? How will I not even? The thing is, it's not that I trusted them to be fair, right? But I trusted that the process is not easily manipulated. That was the whole problem. From what they did in Ekiti, Oshun, and even Anambra State, right? Even if you're intentional about rigging the election, it was practically impossible, especially if the people were interested in the process. But again, I don't really know whether was that rigging impromptu, like it was met in the middle of the campaign, or perhaps they planned it early on, and that is what I cannot say. And that is why till tomorrow, if anybody tells me that Buhari did not support Tinubu in that election, I will tell the person that you are a fool. Because if Buhari was not backing Tinubu, there was no way Tinubu would have been declared president. Buhari, when they asked him prior to that election, they asked him what type of person will you want to hand over to. He said anybody that Nigeria wanted. I was taking it to be that he actually wanted to conduct a free and fair election. So when Tinubu bullied him out of the primaries, I thought he was going to have a revenge. Tinubu went to Kano and was shouting Buhari, Buhari, Preta. So after everything, right, I was thinking. But when I became skeptic was when Kashin Shettima read a lot of things in that thing that they did, that they gathered some fake pastors. What was that? What was that event again? Where they gathered those fake bishops. Mind you, you remember that time they gathered fake bishops, right?
I remember now well now.
Waiting they do that. I've forgotten what event it was. So
I think it was
Endorsing the presidential campaign council.
Something
Or
like
for
that. So, Kashin Shettima. Sorry, Buhari now told Kashin Shettima that there is something he's going to tell him when he hands over to his boss. That was when I became skeptical that this guy probably is planning to tacitly rig this thing for this guy so that, and this is one thing I don't like about Buhari today. That is why I do not speak good of him again. He is this guy that does, will I say, the way he commits, just like that Omar Udiko thing, right? You keep on arguing with yourself. Did this guy know about this? Was he involved? Just like even that time Idiagbo was there, you'll be like, this guy is not involved. It was just Idiagbo. Oh, he was involved, and all those things. So you'll be like, you didn't know about it until today. Some people are giving those excuses for him. Oh, he's a good man. Oh, he wasn't aware. Oh, some cabals. My brother, that guy deliberately supported those people. Because I look at it. Could it be? How? How? That guy was losing. I mean, Tinubu, I did not factor any way Tinubu would have won that election, to be honest with you. I did not see it. His vote in the Southwest was a surprise to me. Again, I expecting him to win Southwest? Yes. But the numbers that came out there was very surprising to me. His vote in what was it called? In South, he vote in Northwest were also surprising to me, especially how Kwankwaso performed in those places. Those two things was why I mean those. But again, was that actually the result of what people actually voted? That I don't think so. And I agree with what my father always told me that I should forget those numbers, that they are not real numbers. Because I did everything that was possible. And Amechi said it clearly. Amechi said it. What did Amechi say? Amechi said that if Mahmoud I'm coming now. A woman coming, let me look at something. Oh my, just give me. Let me just finish so that I'll look at it properly. Amechi said when he was interviewed, right, that if Mahmoud was the one that did 2015 election, that they would have lost the election. That is to show you that Amechi knew that that election was outrightly manipulated. 2015 election, right, was probably rigged by the parties involved, right? You know, in this type of game, when you play football game, right, you say these people cheated their way. The team were the one cheating. But it becomes a problem when the referee is the one doing the cheating. If the referee is the one doing the cheating, then the person who is against has no answer. I mean, there's nothing you could do about it. So I think, and that is why till tomorrow, um, I think we are. I mean, I don't really know what to say because I think Nigerians should actually be ready, more ready for this particular election. And there was something that Grandmaster said when he was here that many people are not paying attention to. Like, this is Tinubu who probably can ask the people to reverse the electoral system to like pre-2010. That is that Obasanjo era, where you can actually sit anywhere and announce anything, right? Even not put any skin in the game because he knows he owns the INEC. But he's laying the template to actually make people believe that he's going to win by popular votes. And he's doing everything to make people believe that he can endear himself to the people. And yet, the opposition are not actually doing much enough. And I think that is where I'm actually very bothered. I think every single opposition, everybody who don't want Tinubu to win, they should work together, fight him with everything you got. Because if the umpire weren't neutral 2 years ago, there are they are not going to. I mean, the thing is to make sure that they don't even have any option than to be neutral. That is the only way, because if you think that you can win if the umpire is not neutral or doesn't maintain at least a certain level playing ground between you and your opponent, but you mean you're actually joking, because you can say, oh, you got 10 votes the other time, get 1 million votes. Now, Byron, they go take council and now. Or where they got 10 votes, they can make it 1 million there. So those are the things. And that is what I really want. That is the seriousness I want to see in the opposition. Not all these things and that is why I have problem with some people, especially those from the PDP who actually believe, and even the former APC supporters who actually believe that they voted Tinubu in and they are going to vote him out. That's actually a very big disaster, because by the time they now finally find out that that was not what happened, it will be too late. It's better that we now know today that that last election was stolen. It was not rigged because there was divided opposition. Tinubu and Buhari and Mahmoud worked together to rig the election, even if you had one person running against them. Tinubu, they couldn't stand it that another person won the election. They announced it the way it is. This thing has even happened in our SUG election one time ago, right? So this is just the truth. So what we can do to actually make sure things like that doesn't happen again, I think to a large extent should be prioritized. That is just it. So LP, you can go so that we toss the mic to Expo and
All right.
everybody.
Alpha, yeah. Good evening, all. Am I audible? Am I very audible? Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear
Hello?
you. We can hear you. We can hear
Okay.
you. We can hear you.
Okay. Now, I will start with the topic here. Igbo presidency between Umahi and Abati, who is more stupid? Categorically, I will pardon Abati, because somebody that has this habitual behavior of being a bigot, a bigot that is trying to hide himself, but the thing is not holding. So I will pardon him. But Umahi is the most stupid person among them, because he's from the east. He's an Igbo, and he's saying that it is not Igbo presidency, that it's not yet time for an Igbo man to be a president. He, in his delusion, underrated P2B in last election. He single-handedly went and endorsed Tinubu, the other man that lost that election. And after the outcome of that election, he saw what happened. So saying all these things now, let me just say, if it is stupidity or sarcasm to Tinubu, that thinking that Igbo should go with Tinubu, he's just a joker. He's just being deluded. So, and Abati on his own part, right from the day he started saying that he cannot buy land in Igbo land, when that land issue bring up issue between him and OG in that was trending. Ever since that time, I read him off, because he just saying exactly what the APCs are saying. He just pretending. He's a confirmed bigot. So I don't rate him at all. It's Umahi own that annoyed me the more. So let's keep that aside. Now, even in that last election that we are talking about, if anything surprised me with the result that came out last, Afo, you were saying that you were surprised with the figure that came out from the southwest. Me, from Lagos, I went with it. I bet with somebody. We dropped 50-50K that Obi was going to beat Tinubu in Lagos, and I so much believe it. 100% I knew Obi was going to beat Tinubu. I was not even in any doubt before that election. I never doubted it for one.
My brother,
happened.
Let me engage you a little bit. For example, Ondo State, right? is a state that almost gave Tinubu his highest winning margin. In my own mind, I didn't believe that Tinubu would win like that in Ondo State. In fact, I expected him to maybe win, but how? This is state that Buhari hardly get anything because of herdsmen crisis, and is a state where you have high Christian population in of the Yorubas, right? I mean, the Christians there could be 80% or 70% or 75 at worst. So, but how Tinubu got, in fact, I mean, whenever I look at the result of, I don't still believe those figures till today, to be honest with you.
You
I
can't
do
believe
not
those
see, you
figures.
can't believe those figures. I can't. It's not possible. I don't still believe those figures. And this is why till tomorrow, those our LP members who were appendages of APC, who did not resign from APC, just like if you remember what was happening in Osun State, right? The Osun State governorship candidate, whom P2B campaigned for because he was already a candidate before P2B went to LP, was a former APC member. He aligned everything with APC, so he probably moved to Labour Party with his structure. These are the people who were going to be there in the polling units, manning your votes and everything. So what would you think will happen when they see your 50 votes being turned to 1 in polling station to be able to aid APC winning the election? These are the things. But anyway, continue your points. I cannot believe those. I
So,
look at those figures. Yeah.
so when it comes down to like area that me I witnessed, because I know that my area here, I always pray that it should be a little bit violent. Let there be violent. Let them come with all these their thuggery and all those things. Because guys, we were prepared in our area. We don't experience all these things. In my area, we are always prepared. You cannot even try it. You can't. About 5 polling units, even in the whole of that area, you can't even come here with thuggery. You can't even do anything. They vote in peace. They counted in peace. If you check my timeline, you will see our vote. Everything was in order. You can't do anything here. You can't try that thuggery here. You will lose your life. Before you even pass from gate, they would have phoned out that certain people have entered. Before you know, boys are already in the street waiting for you. You can't try it. I just pity the areas that they say that they will come and smash ballot box and go with ballot box and all those things. If APC they are here, they know what I'm talking about. This battle in Lagos wasn't done in the polling unit. It was done in the coalition centers. That is where they locked people out and did that nonsense they did inside. Tinubu lost woefully. He lose well. Hear what happened from Benue State. I have somebody from Benue State. He lost Benue State. There is no way. Look, places I know that he lose, and that I can confirm for you well is that Benue State. I knew that he lost Benue State because I have people on ground there. I have my friends that went to Bensu. I have the ones that are working there. I have people in Boko and in Makodi. Nowhere I don't know in Makodi. This man lost woefully. And they didn't even say let them put they didn't say let them put PDP. It was APC that they are putting out people that won Benue State. That is where you know that this is confirmed rigging. They rigged the result. Rig it completely. If they didn't rig it, they wouldn't have turned off the IRF. So I keep telling, I was in their space earlier today. If they did not rig it, why did they off the IRF? Give me good explanation for it. Why didn't they turn out with the ballot papers? The evidence that LP asked to take to court? Why didn't they? And what happened in the Southwest here dominantly was LP members that were challenged, that were working for APC in the name of working for LP. This was what happened here. Even in my area here, when we are choosing agent that will represent it, that will mount each polling unit, if you see these men, it was difficult for us to get the right people to mount it. We have to start mobilizing ourselves to be going to each polling unit. People that we are going to polling that doesn't have an Android phone, that their Android phone is not working, that their phone they can't even recharge. They are waiting for the world chairman to send them recharge card. Is it the people that will mount the place and after voting, they will not transmit result to you? We have to use people that we are voting to make sure they supervise it. That was how we manage. And I have to create an emergency situation room by myself. I did that one by myself to make sure that all these polling unit results were coming. So I was even translating transmitting to the one that was in the ward unit where they are collecting the result there. So that one will know what we are expecting to get. I have to do it. I'm not a member of LP, and I'm not in their party. So I just have to make sure. But I managed to collect this agent supervisor card from their chairman. That was what I used to operate that very day. And that was how we secured the whole of that area and make sure that before our ward produced close to 14,956. What Tinubu got in this area was like 2,005, either 530 something. That was what he got. That is to tell you the margin. PDP was nothing to write home about. Agent of APC in my polling unit voted for Peter Obi. They told me, all the agents there, that's what they say. They don't know what they are representing APC, but they were voting for Peter Obi there. That we should not quarrel, because me, I was very aggressive with everybody there. I don't want anything to go, just them to misbehave. I called guys from the estate. They all came out. Everybody came out with their own preparation. Anyhow they want to do, let's do it. Because we are hearing news that some area they were attacking some people in their area. So we have to prepare ourselves. And nobody concludes. When we escorted the result to the coalition center, it was a convoy. More than 10 vehicles. We are on convoy. We carried them to this. So they knew that this result was not something you would tamper with. That was what we did in Lagos. I'm not telling you another place. It was in Lagos. This thing was done in Lagos here. So I going forward in the next election, one, our situation room have to be working. We need our situation room to be working, even in world level to state level, before we even say national. And people that will mount each polling unit, their phone must be tested and trusted 2 days or 3 days before that day. If there is gadget they are going to use, then the gadget will be out. So that as they finish counting, you are scanning your result, you are sending. And let obedient in so many areas. We have to work with guys in the area. There are men you talk to in that area that will help you to protect your vote. Every area has people that controls that area. They have boys that controls that area. We have to learn to meet them beforehand, because the military that day, the police that day, they were not doing anything to protect the voters. They were not doing it. Even people come to carry ballot board, they will carry ballot board. I was even saying that, how will you be in your area? A strange place will come and loot and carry your ballot board, where there is police, where there is military. You boys will just be there looking at it. Say what? Because they come with weapon. They even don't have weapon. If you don't your own area again, you can't call your own boys to help out. Let it be that the rigging is done in the ward there, where they are coalition, but not at least where they are voting. Nobody should accept that one. It's been that shows coward, that shows stupidity from our own end. We have to be very, very aggressive when it comes to this. Nobody should believe INEC. Going forward, INEC should be left out of it. INEC should be left out, and we should arm ourselves. This man won the election, but we couldn't protect this. We couldn't help him out. We didn't help him out. The agents were not there, and now now they are forming this obedient movement. What they are supposed to be concentrating is every agent, not even the mobilization. The vote is there, but agent, they should work on our polling unit agent and situation room. That is the main priority first. That is the first thing we should be concentrating on, so that this vote will be protected everywhere. Who says it's not the turn of P2B is not even your Igbo man, because this is Lagos. You want Lagos, you want so many places in the north, but nobody was there to protect him, protect the vote. And we are competing. It's in competition with somebody like Tinubu that doesn't know what he's doing in government. Somebody that borrowed 25 million, and the other day he was giving out 4 million. He's going to borrow 25 million from Kuwait, and he has given her 4 million on Dash. People, I will call it Dash. He just give away just to show himself. The wife that borrowed 2 million, I 10 million from Nana Shetima is now giving her 1 billion. All of a sudden, within 2 years, this thing has paid. His Mugu has paid. We are the Mugu, we have paid. So he's not cashing out. That is it now. Now check the situation in the country. Is this the same person that somebody will come and start campaigning for? At me, I'm tired of telling people that look at what P2B do, look at what P2B stand. And if you want to find, go and find out yourself. What I'm talking about now, let's concentrate on defending our result. Let's work out modality on how to defend this result. That is just that modality on how to keep this result going. Because this thing will take a lot from us. Technology, what they call it, manpower, human manpower, technology-wise, everything we have to deploy everything. We have to work with retired policemen. We have to work with retired military men because they are all angry. That is just it. We have to put all things together. Leave all this, whether you see Igbo presidency turn or it's not. They are all, the both of them are. Anybody that is telling you that is this person turn, is not this person turn, is stupid. Me right now, it's P2B or nothing. If you like, go and, you are calling Jonathan. People are calling Jonathan. They are calling, because I'm tired of calling Atiku. They are not calling Jonathan. If you like, go and bring Nnamdi Azikiwe, dig him out from the grave. It's P2B, I know. If Nnamdi Azikiwe, like, let him be on the ballot, I will still vote for P2B. If you like, Ojuku should be, even Ekweme should be, anybody you want to bring out, bring them out. Carry your Jonathan, come. You will not get one vote from me. I've already made up my mind since. Yeah, they are not convincing anybody again. Let them keep making the noise they are making. If Jonathan wants to embarrass himself, let him come outside and contest. That is just it. Let him come outside and contest. I will not see Jonathan and I will not see P2B and I will talk to Jonathan. It's not possible. It's only if P2B is not in the ballot. That's when I will listen to Jonathan. Because on that Jonathan too, the corruption was worst. It was the same thing. Let's not shift. We know what Allison did. We know what they did with fund meant for weapon. What led to the Dasuki gate? How they shared money. We knew everything. We know what Mivi made doing the design from P2B campaign DG because of the case he had. What case was that? Was also linked to Jonathan regime. So many things we are not even right with his own regime. He overlooked so many things. Before APC would have entered office, Buhari would enter. The Allison has already vacated. Running before audit will be carried out, because everybody knew what she did under Jonathan's nose. So I'm not even going to test Jonathan at all. I'm not testing him. It's not an option. As long as me I'm concerned, it's not an option, because he was the one that made me to vote for Buhari. If his regime was going on well, I wouldn't even talk to Buhari the first time Buhari came because Buhari has always been a calamity. Everybody has known that he's an incident. So it was Jonathan's way of ruling that caused it. Is it the same person that couldn't defeat Buhari? Is the person that will come and defeat this man in Aso Rock? The mafia we have in Aso Rock. You couldn't defeat junior mafia. It's the senior mafia you will defeat. How possible is that? So it's better we just stick to what we have and learn to protect our vote. If the coalition doesn't give up P2B, then P2B should go out. And if P2B is not in the ballot, I'm going to vote Tinubu. Simple as ABC. I don't care whatever anybody is saying. It's just that, and I will not only will I vote, I will also mobilize for him. It's either he give us P2B or he forget it. No other two ways about it. I'm not even. I'm very biased when it comes to that. Thank you.
Hello.
It just like say, oh please mute your mic, please. It just like say, everybody they read as the room be. You wake up in the morning, you shit to be. You sleep in the night, you piss to be. You get nightmare now, be they push you for back. Not be they push you for back. Now accountability where you don't they fear, and then they push you for back. Now the fact that you know say the law now where we feel say no go work will actually now work, because you know that you have too many files, and all of them You see that their corruption case where they hang, that is their biggest nightmare. Make una know, don't be deceived. Do you know what an OB will do with your records? An OB that you cannot bribe, an OB that you have nothing on him. That is their biggest fear. They can only allow somebody that's like them. Corruption cases, looting cases, yeah, by left, right, and center. That is the only kind of people they can allow or they would want. Do you understand? Me, I call them the gangs of thieves. If you've seen that movie, do you get where they have the leader, the rest. Gangs of thieves. They've hijacked the country. And the fear that when a leader or someone with integrity comes that is of blemish, that they have nothing that they can hold on him, because every leader that comes, there's always some kind of dangling fruit that they can hold to use and either blackmail him or whip him to comport. But they don't have any such with Peter Obi. So that's there where their nightmare is coming from. That this country, Peter Obi came and exposed how corrupt INEC is. You know what that is? We knew INEC was corrupt, but we had no idea that the depth of how bad INEC was. If Nigerians don't trust INEC when they went on their campaign around Nigeria and even taking it international to tell you people that they will give you people free and fair elections. But at the end of the day, they boboed you, they boboed me too. They boboed everybody that felt, they came out with the enthusiasm and the passion and energy that, maybe just maybe for once, we're going to get it right. So now they have they've reorientated our brain, like knowing that no more, we know they come as naive anymore. We are matching them with the same energy they gave out last. So that's why I say, if you want carry ballot box, come. No, we know they tell you make you no come. Come. We're not telling you don't come. If you don't sign the real thing that we saw as per the end of election, so you are a policeman, because I've never seen where election happens and policemen actually do what they need to do. Instead, the policemen run away or they give the space. It's only in Nigerian election that the policemen never do what they are there to do. Never. Please show me. They are only going to give way, shift way. So why are you there? Why not just give away? Let the people know that there is no police. Now we go police and protect our vote. Man, see whether anybody know will carry palako and arms, hold them. Don't come here and come and be giving us false narrative that you want to come and help. No, please, Muna stay one side. Muna stay one side. The people are well strong and armed enough to protect their vote. And do or die that day now. Give us that. You come here and you be running yourself left and center. All of them. See them. That is the fear. And he said it and he has said it. That criminality, he will bring it down. Do you understand what happens when a Peter Obi gets into that place? Now, he said he will do 4 years. All of them is scatter. But by law, was it 8 years that we agreed to run presidency? I mean, it's in our constitution now. It's not 8 years. It's 4 years. So why is Obi saying I will do only 4 years, rattling everybody? They flog head. Why? Now, let me give you a small expose. Do you know that, let's say you give a Peter Obi a 4 years, and a Peter Obi dismantle the illusion that we see called governance. Break it down for you people to now see that, they may say they feed the 100 trillion that they use do budget for the year. Then because imagine a Peter Obi now, that's a $100 trillion that they use for budget. A Peter Obi now gives you a 20 trillion budget, and it actually works and it ran perfectly. You the people, do you know that your mindset will now understand? So they can do it. A Peter Obi goes into the other sector. The bobo amount of money that they've been telling you they spend. He comes and crash it and he works. And you now know that, so he can work for this less. Okay, he goes to another place. The illusion that is not possible, he made it possible. Now, if such a man dismantles the illusion and you now see the reality of how and what your worth of your country can be after 4 years, let's be honest. Let's be realistic with ourselves. Forget with the fight outside Igbo, Yoruba, forget we are fighting. If a Peter Obi dismantles that illusion and the people, especially the youth, because we are the more populated figure, especially the youth, if he dismantles it and everybody can now see that, oh, all this gbogbo money wey they call for us, Nigeria can actually work and be run like this without spending so much and having enough in our reserve. We have gold, we have minerals, not just the black gold. We have agriculture. We have so much. We have the youth with their brain. We have technology because some of our youth out there are doing amazing. We have doctors. Peter Obi is able to draw the influence of the aspirants back from the medical aspect, from the engineers. They want to come back because they kind of see a little bit of light in the Peter Obi. And they are coming back. They are coming back with their funds. They are coming back. They are coming back with their connections. And they are coming back. They are coming back to put another sector. Do you know that even if he leaves office after 4 years, the people would know that it's not even about region anymore. It's about competence, and that dismantles the illusion that North, South, and East. The people now will not actually join for competence. It doesn't matter where the competence is coming, and that is the day election in Nigeria crumbles, and we now see it for what it is. Nobody cares where you're coming from. Give us that integrity that you can run, please, by all means. We would vote for you. Nobody is scared of voting a Yoruba man. I am a fan of Osibanjo. If he contested, probably I might not have voted for a Peter Obi. That is to tell you that nobody is afraid of or no, give us competence or some set of, nobody's asking for perfection, but give us somebody that the people can tell that at least he has the heart of the people first before anything else. Dozie, let me allow you go. Dozie, are you there? Dozie? Okay. Okay, so if Dozie is busy at the moment, so give me that, and I'll give you the will of the people. That is the fear that the APC are afraid of. And Obi is not scared. So why would I want to vote an APC or anybody else if I've seen a leader who, after 4 years, destroyed the illusion of governance? Because in Nigeria, I feel there's an illusion of governance in Nigeria that the people have been flumed. They don't use their head. They don't use their mind. They've made them believe that it's not possible. It's impossible. That is a lie. That is what Obi wants to destroy. That is a lie, a fallacy that is not possible. It's not possible for us to unite and have a goal. Because the truth is, everybody wants the same thing, logically, except the criminal-minded people. We want a better country. We want a country that works. We want a country that other African countries will learn and are envious of. Already, let's be honest, they are already envious of us. And the only thing they laugh at is they laugh at the potential we have, but yet we are languishing. The world sees how Nigeria's great potential it can be. We show them when we go out there. Where you from? Nigerian. Wow. Where you from? Nigerian. Wow. But they look back to our house. They see where they're coming from, and they're like, how do you have so much talent and potential, and yet your home is in ruin? They can't understand it. And really, do you blame them for not understanding it? That you can have so much people who can do awesome things, change with great ideas, but yet, Dozie, are you there? Are you ready now? I'm seeing your hands, Dozie. Okay, LP, you're here. LP. Can you hear me? Anybody can hear me? Let me know. I'm not talking to myself. Okay, great. So in that instance, you can see that Nigeria is going to change and would definitely change. You cannot tell me that you are supporting a Tinubu and you want Nigeria to be great. No. People who are supporting Tinubu, who are supporting APC, trust me, I see you as those, you have a potential yearning to enslave Nigerians. You want to be like your masters who stepped on your head, who gave you shit to eat, who ate bread and gave you crumbs. You're yearning to do Nigerians the same thing. That's how I see you as an APC supporter. You're yearning to sit down at the same table that the people who have brought us down, You want to sit down there and also put your head on other Nigerians and say, yes, I've arrived. That is wickedness. That is what we are fighting against. That is what we're trying to break. You have brought classism into the concept of Nigeria, that Nigeria now doesn't have a middle class. No more middle class. Is that you did here, they make money, or you under the ground there, you are suffering. We have so much. But now then they loot. Go to the north, they are mining all the mineral resources that we have. Mining gold, they loot them well. Who is doing it? Now me and you? Is this the common Nigerian that has the capacity to do that? And you people are here, you're supporting APC. I don't get it. I mean, make it make sense. They say they are looting our oil. They've been taking our oil abroad for only God knows since when Buhari was there. Is it the common ordinary Nigeria that has the capacity to loot oil? Yet the so-called government do not have a way to stop it till now. And you still want to vote these same people in. You are still supporting the same evil. I don't understand where your mind comes, how you think, how your brain works. How do you support evil that's ripping you off? We are now the laughing stock of the world as one of the poverty capital of the world. Now we poor pass. Hunger won't finish us. Now, as a people that is yearning for jobs, I ask you people, how many people is employed in the inland sector of Lagos Seaport? So how many people do you now think will have a job just by creating 3 other seaports that will be viable and working? You cannot say a country is rich when the people are poor. How do you say that? I mean, you say the people are happy. How are we happy? APC, please tell me, how are Nigerians happy? They are poor. A lot of them are, in fact, majority of the people in Nigeria, because APC have driven the middle class to poverty. So the middle class now don't enter the poverty line. They don't join them, put together, increase them. House rent is expensive since APC entered our government. They've destroyed everything that has to do with Nigerians' bare minimum. Now you go suffer like church before you even eat. You're begging. Those that even eat paycheck to paycheck. They can't even do paycheck to paycheck. And you want to still bring this same APC into office? Just look at government agencies all across the country. The shenanigans, the anyhowness. Is this how institutions run? Put side by side private sectors. So when you look at them and look at the Nigerian institutions and governance, they will not compare this one with other foreign countries. Now they always suit their interest, and they will compare. They will not compare the shenanigans that is going on in the country with other country. When he wants to suit their narration, they will just come, throw you bomb, throw you there. They will not compare the infrastructure, the road network that other countries have to make ease of business for its citizens. They will not talk about policies that help you so you don't even lose your job. COVID-19, people lost more than they could have ever imagined. While the world was busy helping other people to stay afloat and help their businesses not to crumble, our own, they crumble and for us. Nigerians, do you count how many things you've lost since Buhari took power till now? 8 years of your life wasted. Plus another 2 years and 3 years that is going now. Wasted. If I put you side by side with someone who is of your peers in other regions and other places, would you match the same growth that you have with them? But yet you want to support people who are holding you down. That's why I say anybody supporting APC, you are a wicked human being. Because your support for APC is not for them to do well. It's not for you to do well to the people, though. It's for you to also one day sit down there and put your leg and say, hey, you hold my leg. Nobody's office. I don't come now. No, I don't reach here now. Now my turn. Hey, you. Buy me 100 million naira. That is your dream. That is your dream. That's why you can viably collect that peanut in the hope that you subject people one day to the same torture you felt, instead of liberating yourself and the cycle of your children. Your greed and evilness wants you to just be there so you can also put other Nigerians under your armpit, but it's a lie. Obi is coming, and Obi or nothing, whether you like it or not. Because Obi is only going to shine the light at the things that they've hidden from you. If only Nigerians know the things that government have hidden from you. If you know the benefit that you should have by Nigerian, by being a Nigerian, in fact, people should be envious of your Nigerian status. The way Dubai is, their citizens are. People should be looking and running to want to become our citizens because our government has more than enough to take care of its people and itself. That is what Obi wants to open your eyes to see. That is what Obi wants to show all of you. He wants you to know that see these governors, what they do, it can be done like this and it can be done lesser. He's a businessman, has run a successful business. Tell me how many people in the government right now that you can say, okay, they've held a successful business for the past 15 years. They've had losses and they've had downtime and uptime, and they've been able to navigate because seasons come in business. But being a smart businessman is being able to navigate those seasons and still stay afloat and be strong. Obi has done it. For years, he's been a businessman. He's done it. He has not gone under. How many of them? Just mention one. APC. Bigotry. Mona, mention one. Mention one. Show me one person that you can really call a role model that has inspired you positively. Leave their money. If you take out their money aside because it's criminal money, they stole Nigerian money, you can say as a role model. Obi is setting a precedent for Nigerian youths, one that we really need desperately. Because all Nigerian youth have been taught is you must trick your hand for bad thing. You must do yahoo. You must scam somebody. You must be trickish. You must not be honest. You must not. People's businesses have gone down because you employed Nigerian staff and you thought you put it in someone's trusted hands and they ruined it for you. Why? Because of the mindset that you people have given to Nigerian youth that you must be a criminal. You must scam. You must swindle somebody. If not, you know if you make calm. If not, come on, no way for you. You want to do, I want to stay straight. I want to, you are a fool. That's what they've taught you people. So a character of Mr. Peter Obi and his principle is something that the youth desperately need. If you don't know, they need it now more than ever. Because look at the youth, look at what's going on in the whole of the country. Look at our women, our men. Look at it. And you think I will not support the Peter Obi that has that integrity and role model that I can say, okay, please, you can see his personality. There's no way you will not want to follow a person like that. Nigerian youth desperately need a person like that will begin to reorientate their mindset and change their personality and change their thinking that thinks that you must only rig, scam, swindle before you can break even in the country. No, you can actually work hard as it is with other countries. That when you work hard, the country will pay you and favor you, but not scamming and scheming. That if you actually work hard in Nigeria, you can actually make it and do well for yourself than scamming and scheming. That is the person that Obi represents. That is the character that he represents. That is what he's bringing to the table, to the people. Only people who do not want such will fight him. Only people who do not have integrity will fight him. Only people who know that this anyhowness that Nigeria is like this, that is what favors them because it is only the anyhowness they can thrive. So they fear correction. They fear when things are right. Can't you see how they behave? They go outside the country. You see them, they behave like they be nobody. They behave, they comport. They tell you that's a governor in the country in Nigeria. You won't believe. You won't believe. You won't believe. They comport like nobodies. Now that is what they fear. They fear be bringing such a personality that you know that everything now conforms to how it should be. Institutions are now made stronger, not humans made stronger than institutions. In the US, you are not stronger than any institution. It's the other way around. But here in Nigeria, we have people who are stronger than institution. They will commit crime. They will take them, go. Everybody will give them coffee. Now you commit crime, but you go to their office, DSS office, EFCC office. They will give you crime, give you this thing. Yeah, I believe we saw it now. But if you are a common Nigerian, you are finished. They set the rule for you as a Nigerian to fail and keep failing. And yet you also want to keep voting them so that they can keep setting the rules for you to fail. Is your something wrong with your brain? No, really. You need probably you've been hypnotized, and Obi is actually trying to set you free so you can see. That's what I think. Some APCs, they are hypnotized. Obi is just coming to set them free. He has already opened our eyes to see how the election truly is, and the organizing people and INEC, we've seen it. So Obi is only trying to open your mind and set you free, because you cannot be normal. I cannot be beating you, slapping you, peeing on you, giving you little or nothing. And yet I'll tell you, go and attack that guy that is criticizing how I'm treating you. Can you imagine? And you come and attack me that is criticizing how the government is treating you and me. What's the problem? Only God will save us. But I keep saying this thing. Obi or nothing. I'm not doing coalition, no. I'm not doing coalition. But I know that it has to be an Obi. Obi or nothing. Because that's where the change is. That is, Obi is the foundation that Nigeria's change is going to start. That is my belief. Obi is that sacrificial lamb. I don't see Obi as the... No. There's always a sacrificial lamb that lays the foundation for change, that rebrands a nation. Every nation has had its time that there was a serious change, and somebody was that sacrificial lamb. If you look at every nation's history, there's always been a key figure that probably was the foundation for what they had. And I feel Obi is like, he's not coming there to just rule or to become president. He's coming there probably to lay down himself, to open our eyes to seeing that what we see as governance in Nigeria is an illusion to the real thing that actually can be called governance. Nigerians have never really actually experienced what governance is. I would beat my chest and say it. If you say you've actually really experienced what governance is, and then you now travel out of this country, I would bet you that your thought and mouth and thinking of what governance is would completely change. So you'll now understand where I'm coming from when I say Nigerians have never really had the opportunity of governance. All they've had is torture, slavery, punishment. The governance never give you anything for you. They only give you things because it benefits them. GMO seeds coming in. You know how much the government is going to collect from behind. That's why they're pushing this narrative. They would never do anything that's for you. They want to renovate the Lagos airport. With how much? Airport will be say the middle class people, they feel afford them before, cannot afford it again. So who are you renovating the airport for? To be really, really honest, when we know that if it's about the people, I'm not saying it's not bad to, please, it's good to renovate and all that. If it was about the people of this country's well-being, you and I know that our roads would have been the main priority. Do you know what a network of roads would do for businesses across the country? Across the country. Good roads. No, that one is not something they will do because it's for the people. The airlines are for the elites and their girlfriends that will fly. So that's where their focus will be. We don't have lights. Let's give Asu Rock how many billion? Let them do solar. The people will sort themselves out. Yes, usually we always sort ourselves out. They have light. You're wallowing. If you have money, you put solar. So every single time as a Nigerian, you keep seeing them doing things that is just for them, their family, and their cronies. You are the majority. They never consider doing anything for you. And you also have some foolish-minded sick people saying, Tunumbu APC, Tunumbu APC. And you don't think that people like this really are not normal. So I don't even see why we should spend so much energy trying to even bant or drag, because they're not normal. You're hungry. You finish from space now, you go back, you go smoke Gary. You come back online. maybe in your one touch apartment, mattress they one side, just one small TV, but you come online, come see the drag obedience, come see your drag will be that wants your change. The policeman now, election time now, when I go day one side, we no go see una they fight for anybody. When I go day one side, please police, if you cannot do your job during election, don't come. Make it easy and tell the people, please govern yourself or guide your vote. Don't come. So if you come in here and come and waste people's time and you give people a false sense of you are there for security. No, well, the people are wiser now. Nigerians are wiser now. We know that you are not there for security and we're not going to even send you. Because I've never seen any election in this country where the police is there and they actually do their job. If you've seen one, show me.
Never.
They will just come. Is it? Uppy.
They have never done their job. They are just there as posters, just to give the hoodlums allowance to come and do what they want to do. In the last election here, the policeman that was staying there was busy cautioning the people doing the right thing. But the ones doing the evil, they will just look the other way around. They will even walk away. So nobody should take any policeman serious when it comes to election ground that day. Since they are not ready to do their job. Guy, prepare yourself. Everybody prepare. Get prepared. If they talk to you, talk to them back. They can't do shit. They can't. They have been instructed to allow those hooligans to do their evil. Especially the place that is our stronghold. That is where they will do this nonsense. Where is your stronghold? That is where you see them lying down, lying fellow. They will not do anything. But where is not your stronghold, you see them doing their job there. But once you see the place that P2B will win landslide, you see them nonchalant. They will be looking for who will buy them drink and who will give them food, looking hungry that day. You people should not mind them. Just snub them and get prepared for whoever that is coming. Next election is war front. We are protesting with our PVC, and we are going to protest with it, and we are going to boost massively, and we are going to protect it there. Let that rigging not happen in that polling unit. If they want to do that rigging, let them go and do it where they want to do it. And I pray and I wish that I was in Abuja. All of us will don't mobilize to that INEC office there. Let the word that will happen, let it happen there. Last election, people were just quiet, not because of P2B said it. Nobody should come with that excuse that P2B said we should not hit the street. Why would he hit the street? Is that nobody expected that figure to come out. The figure did not come out at that very minute. Nobody knew that we have won this election landslide. Nobody knew until after 2 days that we started hearing results from other places, from the in-source. That is when we started hearing, we won this election. Then everywhere has calmed down. The people's spirit has calmed down, has dampened. This time around, we need situation room in due time. Everybody will be hearing the result. We will know exactly what is happening in all states. Throughout that period, at least one television station, all these prominent television station, we pay for like 3-4 days, so that they will be transmitting things from us, not only from the situation room, from both online TV, but both social media, both normal television that we watch. We take over one station and keep on analyzing the result as it's coming in, so that people will know exactly what we have before even the INEC start doing their nonsense. Before you know, people will hit the street. If you know you have won this election, then they cannot even tell you not to hit the street. Obi cannot even say no, don't hit the street, because you know that you have won it and you fight for it. And that is just it. Let's get the result in due time. That was why people didn't hit the street, not because of Obi said it. People were just thinking, did we win? Did you not win? What is happening? Nobody knew.
Okay, good day. Concerning this Igbo presidency,
Expo, you can go.
Igbo presidency between Umahi and Abati, who is more stupid? Let me start with between Umahi and Abati, who is more stupid. I think Umahi is aspiring to be maybe presidential, to contest for presidential candidate, maybe when after 8 years of Tinubu. That's why he keeps making these silly comments. He's more stupid for him to make that silly comments that it's not yet time, that Igbos can be president some other time. Is very, very stupid. Now, this Igbo presidency, I have come to notice that Nigeria doesn't practice true federal and presidential system of government. That is the issue we are having. Because if we look at America that originated the federal system of government, the way they operate is very, very different from the way Nigeria operates. From the power being given to the federal, the executive power being given to the federal, that's why we have so much corruption in Nigeria. Like in US, commissioners are the ones that appoint the electoral chairman. That's who we announce the result. They have, I think it's about, they have 6 sitting commissioners that will appoint a chair with his vice. But in Nigeria, the president is the ones that appoint the INEC chairman. That's why we are having this rigging in Nigeria. Imagine if all the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria have commissioners, and those commissioners are the ones that elect INEC chairman. There won't be rigging, because no zone will allow the chairman to rig election. There won't even be space for rigging. If this thing existed in Nigeria system, I don't think Tinubu will go and meet will go around to meet all the commissioners of each geopolitical zones and bribe them. Talk more of bribing the INEC chairman. So if we want to protect our vote, I think after voting, before the let's say 2 days before the announcement, at least let there be more than 1 million people that will go and wait there outside there, so that if they are rig the election, they should come and go now. Let's see them. Because if you want to be serious and take action, we need is from the Abuja. We can't just sit at home, stay in our house after voting. We stay in our house and wait for them to announce. We know that the rigging is in Abuja. They rig from Abuja. So if we can go there, at least 2 million. 2 million. Let's see how soldiers, or even if they want to call soldiers, let's see how many the soldiers wants to keep, or the policemen. Abuja is the key. If we can have people there standing that day, waiting day in day night, so that they announce the results. Let's see how they I don't think they will try that rubbish, because that time they will know that Nigerians have decided to take action. But if we are saying that we should protect our vote in our polling units, we know that even if after protecting our vote, that either the sitting governor in that state will rig the election and give fake results to INEC, or INEC too will rig the election on that day. It's very simple. Just take a look at the last election in Abia State. They threatened the INEC chair, but she stood by her ground. She's a woman with integrity, and she announced Alex Oti as the winner. I live in Aba, and now we could see the policies that the man is doing. I have 24 hours light since during the Ipazo Ojo lights. My side has not even have this power, have light for 2 days. But right now, there is constant electricity. So if we want to enjoy same thing from P2B, we have to protect our vote, and we can only do that after voting. Let us all organize ourselves and march to Abuja. That coalition center, we stay there day in day night. Once they see that about 2 million, we are more than 200 million in Nigeria. Imagine 2 million, 3 million standing outside the center waiting to hear the result. I don't think the INEC chairman will do rubbish that day. That's all I have to say, because I believe that P2B will bring true federalism to Nigeria. He's not a bigot. He wants to make Nigeria work, because he's a businessman. If Nigeria should break apart today, he will lose. He's a businessman. Every businessman in Nigeria knows that if Nigeria should break apart, it will also affect their business, because they will have to start afresh. So that's all I have to say. Let us all, on that day after voting, 2 days before the announcement of 2 days before INEC declare the winner, let us all come together, march there in Abuja, stay there day in, day night, and wait for the result. Let's not be at home and wait till till INEC announce the result after they have done rigging the election. They announce the result and we end up complaining, tweeting. If we are there, I don't think any one of them will rig the election, because where will they pass and go? Do they want to sleep in that center? We will stay there with them. Then they will know that we are very serious. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Please, there's something I want to say. There's something I want to say based on what
LP,
you said.
yeah, sure.
See, let's not get this thing twisted. Every state announce results in their state. And it's that result they announce in the state that they take to Abuja. You see that place that Mahmoud was sitting? He will sit there. As the professor that is representing his state is coming in, you come there and you read that result that you collect from your state and bring it to that place. Are you getting it now? Let's not get this in twisted. The rigging is done state by state. Before they get to Abuja, they have done it. And when they stand in that pulpit, that's where they are ringing it. So it's better we know our result from state. Each state, we know our result. So that, okay, like now, for example, Lagos State one, all of us carried it in our head. So when the Lagos professor was there reading what we did in Lagos here, he read the right thing. That was what we did that was what we concluded in Lagos, that he was reading there. You understand? He will not go there and read another thing. So definitely, if they want to rig you, they rig you with it from your ward level down to your state level. Once you get to that state level, the rigging has ended there. The next result they carry to Abuja is what they have concluded in that state, because everybody has seen it. They most of the states used to televise it. So once like Lagos State, they televised Lagos State. So we all copied it down. So we are waiting for the Lagos State in Abuja to come and read. And when they read, he was reading exactly what he concluded here. So the rigging, let's not get this thing twisted. It's done in the ward level down to the state level. That is where that thing is done. If you watch in Lagos State now, for example, when they first called Amu Odofin 46,000 and some fraction. We outside there, we are shouting, it's a lie, that they should go. Then the Labour Party now walked in and told her that this is not the right result. She has to revert it to 51,000. That was Amu Odofin. 51,000 something. If you watch the television, you will see it there. They covered it live. So Adebin didn't say anything about it. That 46,000 would have been what they would declare, not the 50-something thousand that we got. Are you getting it now? Now, when they declared it there and they collected it there, whatever they concluded there, that's what they take to Abuja. So the rigging is done in the state. Each state, from your ward level, know your result, know your ward result. From your ward result, know that same result, carry it to the state level. People should carry it to the local government level. From local government, take it to the state. So when you know your result to the state, that's when you now start having rest of mind. Start signaling people in Abuja, this is what our result is. This is what our result is. So them in Abuja will take it up from there. They know what they are expecting to see. You understand? But if you say you vote finish here and you move 2 days to Abuja, when they will start reading the result, they will tell you that it's not them that are reading. This person is coming from your state. Will you kill the person? It's coming from your state. It's what they gave him in your state that is bringing down there. So please, when you vote, follow your vote to your ward, from your ward to your local government. Have sanity of that, especially that local government. That is why council. Apapa here, they were doing it now. They will cancel, they will change, just to balance it. People should not allow that. Our situation room will be working. Men on ground will be working. That is how it was. That is how it will be. It's a marathon walk, all angle. So that at the state level, once the thing come out at the state level, well, forget it. Abuja will read it. Abuja will definitely read it. They will not change it again because television has captured it. Everybody has captured it. It's that state level.
That's why I keep saying the governors too are the ones that rig, and you can see you can understand the politics that they are playing now. The president is meeting with governors, most of APC governors, as if they want to, like PDP says, they want to form
you people should not agree.
Unitary,
on that very day, match with the result.
System of government.
Match with the result. Governor, no governor, match with the result. Everybody match from your ward to local government to state. If the state will burn, let it burn. That is the day that everything has to be done in that state.
Do it in that state that day. Then the rest will go and finish it in Abuja. But make sure that it is not leaving your state. You have won your state. When you have won your state and they have got a substantial vote in your state, and it's well tabulated, you have even started, situation room has carried, everybody has carried it, then get rest assured that Abuja will announce it. Because as you are coming to Abuja, come and read what we didn't give you in the state. What we didn't come out from the state. That is when you will see the anger of the people. Understand? So the governors will do their shenanigans, they will block you guys. Look, expect military to stop you from entering coalition center. So your agent that will be in coalition center should be very, very aggressive and should have the power of his power will grow when you see the masses behind him outside, so that nobody will bully him inside. If you look outside, you see his men jubilating, he will be there. He will have confidence on what he's doing inside there. But not when he's there alone, isolated alone. They will oppress him. But everybody will just be at the background, like gingering him up. Some will come and peep from the window, some will come with their ID card. No, understand? So they allow you, because they won't allow everybody inside the coalition center. But the people that has that, the agent that is supposed to be there will be there. So make sure that people that will be there will be very tough, and the people should be there to back him up. Because of bullying, all party will come with one agent. If possible, if we can even buy our work with other parties, their agents, because they will have their own card. So when they come there, they will help you out too. Other parties that are not relevant, that have no better candidate in the election, they will also support you inside, because it's one agent that they would allow. Either one or two. That's how they do it. They will allow you people to go inside. They won't allow everybody. And those two, if they go inside, if that is where Labour Party dealt with us blow last time. Most of them were APC agents. They were claiming to be Labour Party. When they entered there, they went and started turning the result upside down comfortably. You understand? So this is where the whole problem, this is where we had the problem last time. Let there be agents that you people will follow and make sure that as the result is coming out from there, if people have won your ward, have won your local government, we are going to state has come outside, they have won, then guy, go relax, leave the rest. When you have won the state, leave the rest of Abuja people, because we are already, the result is now national. Nothing will change it again. That is how it goes. But if you leave everything so we go Abuja, they will change it here, finish after Abuja there. Mahmoud or whoever they bring will tell you that it's not the one that conduct election in your state. He's not the one. He's the chairman, yes, but he's not the one that he appointed people there. So it's the people that he appointed there, the result they brought, that is what he's reading. You can't hold him.
LP, can you hear me?
I can hear you, my brother.
Yeah. So that being said, there's a lot Nigerians are yet to do, but this time around, it's for us to guide our vote. There's no going anywhere. Like I said, they don't show us now. APC, INEC, Mahmoud have shown Nigerians that you cannot trust and let your guard down. So they came in with the delusion or the illusion of, oh yes, trust us, oh yes, we can guarantee, so now we know better. So I believe every Nigerian knows better. I believe every Nigerian now knows that this is not no matter what they tell you, you are there till the end. When I say till the end, till they announce that very result, and we have evidence to show for it. And we also make sure the agents are not compromised. I was gonna send that loud, plea, because I don't know why I feel like some agents can be corrupted in there. That is how I feel, and I hope that it is not what I feel is not possible. That we also have agents that cannot be corrupted when they go in there, and they are now corrupted, and they now go with what is released as against what we already know. The results are. That's the thing. We would have to put an eye on all of these things. And like I said, police know they protect you on election day. Nigerians, get that into your head. We have seen it. Police does not protect you on election day. It is you and you for yourself.
Every polling unit should form your gang. Every polling unit, form your gang and go together. Don't go in single. Police is not going to protect anybody.
Every polling unit, people should form gang. We have the numbers. That is where you should form your own gang that will go with you. People should go in two, not in two. It's like minimum 10. You understand? Let other people join. They want to join, but at least these 10 people should always go. Every polling unit have your gang. People should move with the crazy people in the area. If you have crazy people, even if they don't have a voters card, find them something that very day. Guy, I need to work for us today. I go pay you. Join this thing, more protect this thing. That is just what you need to do that day. You find a small thing, they'll join you. Form a gang and go with police is not going to protect, and that coalition center, that is where the rough thing happened. Because imagine coalition going on around 12 midnight, 1 o'clock. That was what we are doing in the world here. 1 o'clock, that's when we are still collecting results. And if you mistakenly and live there, that is when they will come outside and pay you off and change your figure. And let your people be outside jubilating that people have won the result, so that this thing will be, they will key it in there. Ward, local government, state, finally state. When you finish from state, guy, go rest. Leave Abuja. Abuja will do their thing themselves.
Exactly. Can you hear me? LP. Abuja would do their own thing by themselves. See, I don't know how our Nigerians are and all that, but I'm sure that um tasers tasers are not illegal. I'm sure that pepper sprays are not illegal. Yeah, these are things that I'm sure that Nigerians can use in terms of arming themselves and making sure that this vote, because I'm also me, I already have my own on lockdown. This vote, we are here. We are, and the funny thing is that they will always be watching. The moment everybody don't they leave. They don't see them like few people just there. When the few just really they will come out. At that time they go strike. But when they see the masses, when they see the people, I won't come will like almost 200, 300, 400, 500,000 people waiting there, or even if 100 self did there, even at 50 days. I won't will them. It talks to never pass 2, 3, 4 at most. Sometimes only one. So how the one will you? Just looking at the crowd, they no bond them where made them come. This is your vote. This is your speak. This is your money. In fact, if you even put them for your mind, know that this is your money. It should be the more reason that you should be more angry as a Nigerian to vote people who want to useless it. Maybe people don't understand. And we should find a way to make you understand that it's your money. For being a Nigerian, it's your money that they are wasting away, that they are plunging away. Only their kids have the best of the best. Why they leave you to struggle with the crumbs? I mean, medications right now, almost everything medication in Nigeria is fake. Almost everything drink is fake. Nothing to protect you. Nothing. Agencies do not care about you. Yesterday, an experience, a true experience. I don't want to call the agency that I went to. I want to do a certificate. The agency, the person working in the agent, one used me to do racket. Innocent me, I did not know. One used me to racket. Then delay me to do my job that I want to pay you for, that you've already billed me times 3 of the charges I'm supposed to pay you for that certificate. Then I now said, okay, let me even go back to the office, because I went to the office to meet her. She was delaying me. I said, okay, let me go back again like 2 days after. I went back 2 days after, met another of the colleagues, explained what happened, told, I met your colleague and this is what she told me to do, XYZ, XYZ. I didn't even tell the colleagues about the money she asked me to pay first. I only just to. Then the colleague now said, okay, make a call him to tell him, say, okay, I'm here, what's up? She did do it for me, blah, blah, blah. This same government official now told them they should do it. Then call my line. Somehow bad the corruption of Nigeria is that we need to revamp the minds of our institution because they are corrupt. Call me to chance me that he wants to just do one racket. He doesn't like people exposing that. I'm like, are you fucking? You want to use me to do rackets?
No,
And he has
just
the audacity
imagine.
to come in to be taxing me for wanting to do illegal thing. You know, I can write a petition to you. I was mad. The colleagues had to now call me and say, "Ugando Vex, no, just no." I said, "It's madness now. You want to even do racket on top of my head, and I now the thing now got busted. You had to now come and be threatening." Like the audacity. I mean, how bad has Nigeria got into that? The audacity. It can only come from the leaders. The audacity they use to loot us gives every other people under them the audacity to do anyhow. No fear. You don't even know who I be, self go. When I even get, connection to bring, no fear, the impunity. You won't scam me, collect extra money on something that is way, way less than the charge that she gave me. And because it busted, she now called to want to drag me. This is the institution of corruption taking roots from the PRS minimum, because it's not just the head, but the head is the overall top, because the head is the one running it, spreading his tentacle of corruption to everybody. That's why I say we need the likes of Peter Obi. He's not perfect. He's never saying he's perfect. And he's showing it that I'm not saying you have to be perfect, because perfect is not possible. There's no word that anybody is perfect. But you can live a life of legacy. You can live a life that shows that your name actually, truly holds more water than any wealth you can ever amass for yourself without a name. Put the name Peter Obi, put the name Tinubu side by side anywhere in the world, and let's be factual. No sane human being would pick a Tinubu. It's just we're not arguing facts. It's the truth. Put a Peter Obi, put a Tinubu anywhere in the world, they will not pick a Tinubu. But you are here, you are cheering for someone who wants to ruin you. Tinubu gave birth to Lagos. Lagos and the governor's severance pay after their tenure as governor. He's the pioneer and the father of it now. Nobody start them. Now you want to judge somebody, put them side by side and do comparison. Peter Obi is not perfect, I agree. He did his best as a governor. And governance is continual. The next person should come and continue from where he stopped and build it more. That is why government is a continuum thing. Ever developing, ever changing, ever restructuring, just to get better. Then you put a Tinubu who say, he built Lagos, he did this one, he did, but he set up Alpha Beta that is wiping Lagos tax, like left, right, and center. He came up with a way to scam Lagos even after governance, by introducing that almost governors will be going with huge chunk of pension. Cars change every two years. Have securities for their family. Have medical health care for their family. You get? I don't understand Nigeria. Please, do you have? This is what the governor of Lagos State, Tinubu, introduced. Until date, he's taking it. Please, if you have facts that Obi collected pension and is collecting severance pay after Anambra State governor, please show us evidence. He's not taking 1 naira. They're not giving him two cars every 2 years. He's not having any medical tourism. Why? The man is full of life. He has a lot of things to live for. He's a businessman first before being a politician. We cannot say the same for your politicians who are looters, serial looters, from here to the Senate to commissioner. They rotate, they loot and loot and loot. Their life is completely built off ripping you, Nigerians, your money. Their life is built off taking from you and putting you on the ground and matching your head. Their life is built off taking your life, sniffing every single life out of you so that they can live. It's like they are sniffing you as a Nigerian. They are sniffing your life away just to give them air to breathe. So they want now, they'll go to Meduguri now, they'll send them, wipe them, pia! They'll send them, pia! They're wiping your life away. You now come and want to vote them. Then imagine those of you that manage and leave the country, you now realize, oh my God, so governance can be this sweet. And those that will tell themselves the truth, that have gone to different countries all over the world, they know that we are a joke. The infrastructure they claim they do, we are a joke. I always try to wrap my head around the fact why people will be elected into governance, governor, commissioner. You're elected into one spot. The government is paying you, which is the people who are paying the tax. Your job is to create infrastructure, policies, better life of the people. We don't see you doing your job and people will come and cheer you. Hey, well done for doing road. Hey, well done for giving policy. Hey, I don't understand. Are we not paying them as the citizens? I mean, if you go to a company to work in a private firm, you're being paid now. Will your boss in a private firm, after paying you, now come and be telling you, hey, well done for doing this? What I'm paying you for? I mean, it's okay for your employee to do exceptionally well on something, and you give him a pat in the back and all that, but you're not going to be licking their ass because they are working for you, that you're paying them, but you're licking their ass for working for you. So when a governor does this, a senator does this, a commissioner does this, oh, he built road, oh, I don't understand. Why did we elect him? Please, Nigerians, open your mind and think for once. And please, shut the mind of bigotry away and open your mind and think. Why did you elect him in the first place? Why? Not be work you give a man do. I give you work, me you go do, me you make sure everywhere is soft for me. You can't make me I can't lie down for your ground for work. Why I give you make go do? How now? That is why I said, see, they change you so bad that you don't think anymore. Yes, that's what it is. They change your mind so bad that you don't think anymore. They tie it up. Somebody will do road that is meant to do for your well-being, because that is what it's there to do. So we create infrastructure that is meant to ease your life, and you will worship that person. So why do I employ you in the first place? Who is employing who? So he's employing himself. Let's understand the person you are going to serve you. He's employing himself, like someone like Weekend. He's employing himself, so that's why he can do anyhow. That's our problem. We don't know that we have the right to demand for better. Nigerians have never exist their right. They've never really shown their right. I think Nigeria in 2027, it's time for you to show that it is your country. It is your country. And believe you me, there is benefit for dying for a country to change as long as that change happens. Every country in the world that has changed, I'm sure that people's died. Righteous people died to lay the foundation so that that country can have a pathway for the people to win. And Nigeria, you cannot be running. We are running away. Where are you running to? You are dying slowly. Police is harassing you. Kidnappers kidnapping you. One chance they carry you. You know, there's so many things that are really taking your life away. So why shy away from fighting to have a country where you can live, you can travel freely? There was a time where you can drive your car from, I could drive from Calabar to Delta at 1 a.m. I remember. I remember it was a time like that. I'll take my brother from Calabar to Delta. If we come back offshore, I'll go and pick him up. We'll do tour. Midnight tour. Are you kidding me? Midnight tour. From Port Harcourt, we don't enter Delta State. From there, we don't fly, they enter Warri. They reroute. Or night. Oh, I love night driving. Oh, now you get to some place, you see people at night selling food. You know, night travel was just sweet. You don't have that anymore. They've taken so much from you. They've stolen your freedom. You don't have freedom, right? You think you have freedom? You don't have freedom now. Because for every travel you travel, as long as you're using the road, you are praying from start to end. Till you get to that state that you're going to, you are praying. When you get there, you now say, Lord, thank you. That is the only time you say, Lord, thank you. Before, people would just stand up and just take a leisure drive or a leisure travel. They don't born you wherever you do. No. Now you have to calculate that travel, plan it, very, 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 very well, and execute, and be praying till you get to your destination. That is the country that you live in. That is the country that you want. That is the country that some people are telling you that vote Tinubu in again. That is what they are telling you. Vote him in again. Let him kidnap you again. Vote him again. Let him starve you again. Vote Tinubu again. Let him flog you again. Vote Tinubu again. Make police harass you for road again. Vote Tinubu again. May your dollar, may your naira begin to lose more. Vote him again so that he can loot with his children and his cronies. Vote him again so that you still do not have good health care. you go suffer. They always tell you, vote him again. You still will not have good health care. Vote him again, your schools will still be redundant. See this bandit. You think it's a joke? Vote him again, it will triple times 5 times 100. Vote him again. Vote him. Lucky, are you there? You want some? I think your mic is having feedback.
Tinubu that
Can you hear me,
will
Lucky?
Tinubu that will probably he's old. He will probably die in a France hospital. Is there any hospital that can treat him if he's sick in Nigeria? Nigeria, we are having issues with some Nigerians because they don't seem to understand what's going on. That the country is falling deep down. The oil sales is falling, and with the Dangote refinery, see what NNPC is doing. So he any if we vote Tinubu 2027, if Tinubu enters there 2027, it is borrowing upon borrowing, because Nigeria depends on oil, and now sales is no longer going very well in the oil industry. And now we have Dangote refinery. Dangote is a private, is not federal, is a private company. So definitely, whoever he wants, he will sell his refined crude to. So we are facing a big problem if we don't vote right. And it's P2B. Let's keep announcing. He's the only one that can change this country. Except you want us to have a leader that will keep going to abroad to get treatment. P2B has never gone to abroad to receive treatment like the way Tinubu have done for the past how many years that he has been in the office. Let's think straight and let's defend our vote. That's the only thing. If they should rig, then let them be ready for whatever that will happen, because definitely they will only borrow. Nigeria now depends on borrowing, because we are not producing anything. Our agriculture has failed. We can't even feed ourselves. We are not producing anything. Now, how do we even survive? With the money they are borrowing, they are still embezzling the fund. So let's think straight. Is P2B or nobody? The coalition, if they don't give it to P2B, nobody. We are not voting anybody. Or we vote Tinubu, since they don't want to give it to P2B. It's very simple. Most people that are even defending P2B are abroad. Why the ones that are in Nigeria? Instead of us to come together and support this man that has vision for this country, we say that some are saying that is someone that is old, just like Buhari. Look at Buhari now. Buhari was old. We put him in power. Look at how messed up the country was. Now we put another old person in power. Most people are saying Atiku. Atiku is also old, and you want us to put him in power too, so that you keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. We need someone that can relate to the youth, someone that is agile, someone that can go to Bonu if there is any insecurity there, someone that will go to Adamawa, someone that will come to Enugu if there is any insecurity there, not someone that will sit somewhere and ask the army to go and do their job. army that is not receiving any funds, that the budget is how much, the defense of the Nigerian army is how much, the defense, both the navy, the army, what's the budget of the federal
You
government?
are even saying
Let's
how
go to
much they
the
are
right
paying them.
man.
The one they are paying them, they are not even paying them. As of yesterday, 5th, civil defense award, they have not received their salary. August salary. They have not. They have not paid
Everything
them.
is crashing.
They have
Everything is
not paid them.
crashing. Oil is no longer booming. When the oil was discovered, they all focused their eyes on oil instead of looking at other things that we are producing, that was giving Nigeria money. We were exporting other commodities. Immediately oil discovered, everything changed, including it was because of the oil the war happened. They were fighting for oil. Now that the oil business is no longer booming, we now even have a private sector that can refine
Help me check your
oil,
DM, please.
Now their last hope is to borrow, keep borrow as much as you can and leave office. Let the next person that is coming pay it up. Which sensible leader does that? You accumulate borrows, you borrow, hoping for the next person that will enter seat to pay back the debt that you borrowed. Let us all be wise. This 2027, P2B or nothing.
Okay, so you said something about Atiku. You get me. This is what I will say. Please, can Nigerians start thinking? Can Nigerians start remembering? Can Nigerians please try not to be forgetting things? Because I don't know why we forget too much. For those who are supporting Atiku, at one point I know I supported Atiku. I'm not gonna lie. But for those still supporting Atiku, let me ask you a question. If Atiku did not join APC in support of Buhari, abandoning Jonathan, do you think APC would have won that election? It's an honest question to the APC and the bigots all over the place. So Atiku is a genesis of our hardship. He's part of the founding father of those who have brought Nigeria down because he helped them to get into office. And now, for selfish reasons, still because of this pursuit of I want to be a president, that's a man that you want to, support. That's a man that did not care about the millions of Nigerians. Instead, cared about his career ahead of you people. But you still believe that he has the heart for Nigerians. I'm just asking you a very honest question. If you're a critical thinker, you would sit down and just think about it. He left the PDP. It was after he left the PDP, Wike muscled his way in and took over and sat down there and became Lord and Mighty and God. So when you come and say you are bringing Atiku to the picture, Atiku right now should put himself back if he means well for the country and put his weight behind someone who would redefine the country. The only way Atiku will not do that is if he feels his interest is not aligned. And if that interest is of the people, then I understand. But if it's not of the people, then it will not align with Obi. Because Obi will not let you loot, will not let you cut corners. So that's why I know that it might not work. That he will deputize Obi. And we will not have an Obi sit behind the bench. No, he has to be the one driving. Because we trust him. The people need to trust their leader. And it's from that trust that they can have reassurance of what their leader is doing. Not a criminal that is there leading us. Why would you trust someone that you never voted for somebody and you want to trust the person? How? The person came into power and he showed you a test of what they were going to do from the massive looting in the name of acquiring things. A Peter Obi is the change. So when you're coming in and you're knowing that Peter Obi is not coming to bamboozle you and you are scared, leave me alone. Just leave Peter Obi with one side. Atiku is the reason, one of the main reason you and I were here. By bringing Buhari in, they together connive. What did they not call Jonathan? Atiku and Tinubu, they brought in the calamity that started. And he said it when he gave it to power. I mean, he said it. We all heard it now. That I'm continuing the legacy of Buhari. When the thing come like say don't they choke their neck, everybody else say don't they choke their neck. They can't change them. Say no, Buhari's government left debt. All of a sudden, mouth don't change. People, these are people that you want to trust. I don't understand why we Nigerians don't think. I mean, they blatantly lie to your face and take back their lie in the name of lie, and you still you still make excuse for them. Say no, it was. And my shock is you see people who are learned. I know that it's for the money. Yes, I know. I know it's not for the money. We know. We know. But if you can sell your mind and your conscience like that for money, it speaks of the personality and character of that person. So when you see them, when you see the APC, you see their gathering. That's what just shows you. It tells the person of who they are. Liars, cheats, scammers, tricksters, dishonest people. All they care about is how to siphon loot, blind you with penny, but loot your life away. Those are the people you want to completely say you want to still bring them in again 2027. Nigerians, who that they use my head now. I know you forget now. I know you forget. If not forget, now first remember say Buhari as a military head was a disaster. If you remember now, if you remember, people who remember told you. And I want to believe that maybe this is why they don't teach histories in our schools anymore, because they don't teach history now. History is sort of extinct. I don't know if they teach history in schools anymore. So if you don't know your history, how would you now challenge what is not, So they make you forget your, try to change history and rewrite history and polish your head. Don't forget. This is how you change them. Bring out their criminal case. Bring out their looting. Put it in their face. This is their record now. If you have any record of Obi with fact and proof, bring it. They. They. You have nothing on him. That's why you cannot hold him. If there's anything they have on Obi, if you notice, they don't have anything on Obi, but they like they like targeting people that are around him. That's why it's very, very, very crucial that the people around you, that alone should help you and give you the confidence that even the people around him, because if they cannot get him, it's from these people around him they will use now, or they will get someone from him and use that person as a scapegoat and say, yeah, see the person that is following Obi, yeah, see this one. The way they like to try and drag Aisha Yusuf. They always want to find way to paint her, and I love that woman. Gives them fire for fire. They always want to try and so they've tried so much. Come here, possible. Go here, possible. Just watch. Give now and next week. Just watch. Another one will drop. Now they don't recruit them. So it's a constant dropping right now. But let us just stay the facts. Give us the facts. What have your government done in the past 2 years? What have they not done? Inflation, high cost of living. You can't pay your rent. You're starving. They kidnap you. I mean, we all saw the video of the father and his 2 kids that was kidnapped. My heart won't break. I was crying. If you're not, you can't be a human being and see that kind of thing and not your heart will not move. That's why I say APC, they're not human beings. They don't have emotion. They don't have empathy. They don't have heart. You can't be normal. That's why the rest of the world looks us like barbarian. Look at Nigerians. They look at Nigerians like barbarian because your heart has to be dead to see how someone is killed, someone is suffering, someone is tortured, and you would not be emotional. of course, you have to be afraid of such a person. That is the kind of heart the APC. They have no emotion or empathy for you. So now you should know that you have to fight to survive these people. They don't see, they would run you over. If you give an inch, they will run you over. So you have to stand back and stand your ground and say, this is like saying it's a light and darkness kind of affair. Me, I want it to work for everybody. You want it to work for a certain few. It will not work. So one person must give. And it is getting to that point that Nigerians are going to eventually get restitution. Nigerians are going to get, at least for once, a leader that puts them first. Is more concerned about them. It's more concerned about their school. It's more concerned about their roads. It's more concerned about custom finishing us with bills. Custom making you difficult to import goods or export anything. I tried to get export license the other day. They won't use frustration kill me to get export license plus billing. I first of all don't pay small here and there by fire by force. See, I was telling a friend of mine that if you don't conform, the system will want to frustrate you and it will frustrate you. So the system bends you to pay money. That's how bad it is. That criminality structure has been so bastardized in this country that it bends you, except you are willing to just suffer. Because something that they could do for you in 2 days, in 1 day, if you work out 1 month, that's how bad it is. So as they work out, they ask questions, people go tell you, just go sort them now. They don't tell you what you could do. So you don't know. When you don't work out 1 month, that's your thing. They come, the civil servant girl, they give you go just give them. When you can't give them, because you could come tomorrow, go find we do them. And true to her words, you go do them. When you collect your thing, they go, you go don't say, mom, this country is finished. So if I not give that woman something now, so you go just dumb. That is the Nigeria that Peter Obi is trying to reset. Don't you get frustrated? I don't know if this thing has happened to a couple of people, if you've dealt with civil servants before or any government institution. If you don't do it before, we say you guys part way, whether you buy and drink, whether you give them money, but that money was given to that person in duress. Like, he not beg you, he not tell you give him money, but he frustrated you to give that money. And you know that if you don't give that money, you know go answer you, and you know go get that thing. That is how broken the system is. That's how bad the system is. Putting it in the right perspective, a Peter Obi would restructure it. So when they come and fight, if you come and fight, I'll give you a scorecard. What has your president done? You bring bigotry and division. Nigeria is so divided. I grew up in the barracks. Everybody's chilled. There's no tribe. There's absolutely no tribe in the barracks. But yet everybody coexists like they come from one family. That is my gospel truth. Look at Nigeria where we are. We have degenerated so bad, tribally. The people in the authority leading this country, they are at the center of what unity should be, because they have the power to bring everybody together. But they look away. Have you ever seen them address bigotry? Have you ever seen the government intentionally try to address the division? They look away like they don't see it. Am I lying? No serious government that is people's driven would see how much two brothers, sisters are fighting. I will not step in and say no. Let's see. Don't do this. Don't do this. My brother be now. Kill this matter. You guys, we're supposed to work together and build this thing and make more money. So damn. That doesn't happen. They just sit back and they even throw fire yourself. They fan it and blow it. They blow it more. But Nigerians don't see. They don't see beyond it, that this is all manipulation. This is all tactics. They use your. Why should I be fighting you when we have the same goal, and our goal is for our life to be better? But you will travel outside the country and you will mingle with different nationalities all over the country, and you will still thrive. Because at the end of the day, you guys are trying to thrive. That's what you guys. That's why you guys went there to thrive. But you feel in your country you cannot thrive with your fellow Yoruba, fellow Igbo, fellow Hausa, fellow Kenya. You feel you cannot thrive with them because these politicians have set division so bad in our mindset that you feel that they're your enemies. Meanwhile, the real enemies are there in Asu Rock, chilling. They never fight with each other. As long as there's money to be shared. Oh, I need to touch them. They will never fight. We have all tribes in the House of Senate. They will never. Uh-uh. Money is involved. They can never. But you are here. Money is not involved. Money not involved. Now inside empty belly self, now you fight. Money not they involved. And you are there. Engineer, are you there? Engineer Sani,
Yes.
good day. Welcome to space.
Good evening in
Good
Nigeria.
evening.
I don't know those that are in
Mm-hmm.
diaspora. Either it is morning or afternoon or shall good.
Anyone,
So good
anyone.
day. All right. I was making summation that time, so I don't know the time that my network was down, dropped me down.
Yeah, but you can go ahead and finish off then. That's fine.
No, which one I can go ahead while my leader was detained? No, I don't see. My leader was under detained now for police headquarters. We are marching today ourselves. So
Oh, okay.
you people, yeah, you say?
No, go ahead.
So as I was saying, actually ADC members, you people have to be very organized because what you people are doing on the media is not the right thing that you're supposed to be doing because you people are on the right position in terms of number, in terms of everything for winning the next election. But what you people are doing among yourself, Atiku faction, Obi faction, others saying Obi or nothing. But to be sincerely, and the truth is that you have to be arranged yourself people because anytime when you come to space is to have a meaningful talk, something that will improve the country, that will shape the Nigerian future, not by making unreasonable noise, arguing, which maybe is a past tense. So I think past tense you can use it to learn lesson. It's not to bring it up. Alam. Because if you tell somebody, if I told you something you didn't agree on it, I will free it to you because I don't see something big or something big like that to be following you talk. Instead, I should leave it because maybe I will not get anything. I will not get anything. So what the sense of it? Maybe I was trying to highlight something for you, refuse. Then I'll leave it to you. So I think the purpose of this space is to make educating ourselves, then bring something idea that will improve. That is the party or the movement that you people believe on. That is what I want to tell you that time, sir. So thank you, everybody. Hello, am I audible?
Yo, yeah, audible. Alfonso needs a co-host, so if you're up for being a co-host, please DM Alfonso. Yeah, go ahead.
So that is it. That's what I want to talk. I have something and almost time for prayer now. I will
Okay,
I
okay,
will
okay.
mute. Then when I pray finish, I will come off because I have a lot to say.
Okay, engineer, that's
All
fine.
right.
That's fine.